Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today on this Saturday? It's Saturday, right? Yep. Yes, it's Saturday. And in fact it is September 11th of 2021. And we're back for yet another stream. The plan for today is I have a few little open source things to work on, and then I want to work on my text editor, which we haven't done in quite a long time. So that should be fun. But yeah, how y'all doing today? I went for a run this morning. I have so here's my thought process on this. The only times in my life that I've consistently lost weight is during one of two things: either depression or I was running a lot. And so we're gonna try both of them. And we'll see how it goes, because I put on a lot of weight during the pandemic, and I'm gonna try and fix that. But it's, I don't know, I've done 17 miles this week so far. I'm hoping to do 3 tomorrow so we can make it an even 20. But I'm gonna try and get back into running every day, and we'll see how it goes. You tried to eat less. Right, yeah. If only it were that simple. The problem with, working from home is I have no self-control, and so if there's food in the house, I fucking eat it. That's just how it goes. And it was like that before as well. Like, I would always snack at work, but as long as I kept up running, running kind of does two things for me. One, it decreases my appetite for some reason, and it burns a lot of fucking calories. So, yeah. Walking is better than running for weight loss. Yeah, that's true. Per mileage. I don't have the time to walk that much mileage though. So anyway, let me say hi to everyone who's here. JJMC was first. You've been first like the last, I don't know, bunch of times. It's good to see you again. Urim is here. Hello, hello. Kevin's Joburg, welcome back. Lesalt, hello, hello. D-Delsp, James Boyan, hello, hello. Zero has resubbed here for 2 months. Thank you for your continued support. That gets you a fancy new badge. The second fancy badge, Zero. ZSNW, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Schwarzchild, good to see you again. Drunk Time Lord, how's it going? With the ant emoji. That one's actually an emoji, not an emote. Precise language there. Exonity with the whiskey emote, good to see you. Shaz Robot, who's a bit sleepy. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I don't know why, because I should have gotten plenty of sleep. But I had like a weird dream. Let's see if I can remember what it was about. It had something to do with YouTube. Spectre! AWC Bobby, thank you for the resub, only Spectre. At 2 months, which gets you a fancy new badge as well. Good to see you again. What was my weird dream about? It had something to do with YouTube. It's something to do with YouTube. I don't quite remember what it was. I think it was like I went to upload a video or something and it accidentally uploaded someone else's video, and so my entire channel got banned even though it wasn't my fault. And I don't know, it was like a weird dream. I don't remember the exact details, but I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Drunk Dominant says, it's been 20 years. I was 1 year old. Oh, yeah, it has been 20 years since the 9/11. I was 10 years old? Yeah, I was 10 years old when that happened. In 5th grade. And my teacher at the time was like, even though the school says that we're not allowed to put this on the TV, we're putting it on the fucking TV. So we got first-hand experience of everything that happened. Ikmi, hello, hello. Good to see you. And Vorzerg, hello. You're not alone, having gained a lot of weight. Yeah, I read some statistic that like the average weight gain in the US during the pandemic was like 35 pounds or something ridiculous, which 1 doesn't surprise me, but 2 is a lot. Hey, what's up, Jazz Lucy? Hello, hello. And only Spectre again. Kevin says, I've had a cold for the past 2 weeks. Really sucks. Ugh. Yeah, I know that feel. That's unfortunate. Rope skipping has the most caloric burning per mile. Yeah, I guess. Making pancakes. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. That's a good name. I like that. Code Blue. Welcome back. Good to see you. And Belnothis. As always, good to see you again. Dino says, I was in 8th grade, found out in 2011 that the teacher I had was arrested for growing 44 marijuana plants. What an unfortunate thing to get arrested for. Saw this the other day. It's fucked up. This is a Rickroll. KXM. I don't have that one's not familiar. Married a psychopath. What? What? Hey, what's up, I satisfied? Hello, hello. Your chat was blocked. What? Are you behind like a VPN or something? Alabona, hello, hello. Good to see you again. How are you doing? I'd expect Kevin to re-upload a Rickroll just to avoid XCQ. Yeah, right. Alabama says, have you posted any pictures of your setup? I have. In fact, I have a video about my setup. You want to learn all the new details of everything that I have set up. And in fact, yeah, there we go. We can toggle the standing desk so that we can get this view as well. I'm so short. But anyway, hey, what's up, 85 Filter? Hello, hello. But yeah, I did I have it on my desktop too. Oops, off screen. Anyway, here's kind of what my stand-up looks like now. Why is this not working? There we go. Oh, I put a chat that talked about the numbers in the beginning of the last. Yep, that one does get filtered. Yoga is really nice as well. Yeah, I feel like I'm not a yoga person. I get too bored too easily. Cat Peasant, greetings to you as well. Thank you for the resub, 2 months in a row and 4 total. Thank you for continued support. LeftXYZ says, if your dev machine is a desktop computer, what do you do when you're on the go? Here, I'll show you. And I've been meaning to replace this, but I have a laptop. It's fairly nice. It's I bought it in 2016. Where's the copyright date? Do you not have one? 2017. Manufactured April 2017. I bought this in 2017. It's a, you know, passable Samsung laptop. It gets the job done. It's not super powerful, but I can run a VM and do some amount of development on there. But yeah, I do most of my dev on this machine because it's a lot faster. Cherub Chase says, awesome setup, thanks. Cat Peasant says, I don't like yogurt either. I actually really like yogurt. In fact, I had some yogurt this morning. So I usually get Faye, the Greek fat-free Greek yogurt. But Costco has their own Greek yogurt now. I tried it out and it's better. It's good. So person was arguing in a group chat yesterday and thought that everyone who came and spoke against them were part of a large group trying to shut them up. Oh no. Oh no. Ghibli says, maybe you should have another camera where that pic was taken that actually shows your setup and you can switch that on and off to show people. You mean like a third camera in my room that shows like the back of my head? I mean, I could do that. The thing is, I don't know how often I would use it. But I don't know. I took this with my cell phone, so I mean, I could hook up my cell phone to my stream setup, but I don't know. LeftXYZ says, do you transfer your VMs to the laptop? No, I have separate VMs, but fortunately, most of my code setup is automated through my Puppet repository. So I've codified basically how my machine gets set up. So I drop an SSH key on the machine, I install Ruby, and then I run this script, and it installs all my software for me. So it's really easy for me to set up more VMs. Execute order 66. What's execute? What's order 66? But who was camera? Yes. Kevin says, I think I've had yogurt, walnuts, and blueberries for breakfast for the last 12 years. Nice, nice. I had yogurt, granola, and blueberries for breakfast today. That was good. McDonald says, I'm starting to realize how important ergonomics is. Every time I sit on my desk, I get tired. It's because my chair is crap. I code on my bed all day. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Oh, this camera a little bit low here. So get that up a little bit. There we go. Remind me to tip it back down when we back down. How do you not know order 66? This is tech thing that I don't know, right? Oh, this is a Star Wars reference. See? Yeah. Was this from one of the movies? Or not? This wiki is too long. Somebody tell me in chat. Do this. I have watched all of the movies, but well, not all the movies. I haven't watched the recent ones. He doesn't into pop culture. It's kind of true. Sometimes I do some amount of pop culture. Hey, what's up, Alexis? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Star Trek thing says Korean PL. Yeah. Left says, how do you do Python debugging in Babi? You mean like debugging Babi itself? Or do you mean like just normal debugging? Because Babi doesn't really help you as a debugger. But sometimes when I have to debug Babi, let's say that we're looking at the profiler or something. Actually, no, we don't need that. Let's do something that's always going to run, like screen. Oh yeah. Say we need to debug this function for whatever. If we run Babi, it's going to like freak out because curses and terminal at the same time doesn't really work. So this is not a good way to debug it. But I have these two scripts, debug Babi and debug attach. And so what those do, what this does is it sets up a breakpoint handler which uses remote PDB, which basically just opens up a port and a host port. This hosts this port and is quiet about it, and then runs Babi. And then I have debug attach, which runs telnet with rlwrap, and that allows me to print stuff, and you know, I can basically do that. It works fairly well. I think I uses Ruby to set up his Python setup. Yeah, well, the configuration management tools in Python are not to my liking, and Puppet's pretty nice. It's the order to kill all the young Jedi. Interesting. I see. Real answer, breakpoint, Python is debugging built-in. Yeah, but I have to do like, I have to do this fiddly setup to make it work. Richardson JJF, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Why not use Ansible instead of Puppet? Because Jinja and YAML, two things that I don't want. I want to be able to know roughly what's going to happen as a result of running, and Puppet is purely declarative and doesn't have any runtime execution, and I can lint it and format it, and can't really do that with Ansible. Junotree, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Mr. Singh, welcome back. Cat Peasant says, what data structure do you use to represent the text in Babi? It's actually... Wait, what the fuck? What? Why did it send... Oh, this must be end of file or a disconnect or something? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Anyway, the way I represent stuff is in this file, which has a buffer. Self.buff. Which is this buffer class, which is essentially a wrapper around a list of strings. And it has some additional data here to make undo and redo work. So whenever there's a set, deletion, or insertion... Oh wait, no, this is actually for re-rendering. No, I think that's also for undo, redo. But it's basically a buffer that has callbacks for modifications so that it knows stuff. What's positions for? Oh, positions is for highlighting. Not really sure though. It's been a while. At least it's not chef. Yeah, it's true. Lint Ansible with Ansible lint. Yeah, but Ansible lint actually executes your code. It's not actually a linter. So yeah. Ansible linter should be called sensible, perhaps. Yeah. Thanks for taking the time to answer every question in detail. Much appreciation. No problem. I've actually been drinking a shit ton of water, so I need to take a break already and use the restroom. So I'll be right back, chat, and then we'll do some of the stuff that I want to do today. So I will see you in a sec. Have you used Python Fabric? I have, but almost entirely just at work. Yeah, and most of the use of Fabric was to run commands on remote machines. I've never used it personally because, I don't know, it was kind of a hack. It was kind of a hack when we used it at work anyway, so I don't know. Alright. Capessa says, does Babi work well for files with very long lines? It depends if it has to highlight them or not. If it has to highlight them, it does not work so well because the highlighter highlights the whole line at once. And I could fix it, but like, not a huge deal. But yeah, since it's per line, like the highlighting can get really slow for that. But yeah. No, command P, did you mean pep? But yeah, if you haven't opened a file with a really long line, then it kind of lags. I'll show you an example. I think this on the GH pages branch has some long line things. I think this might be a long line. Nope. And JavaScript in general is just kind of slow. But that's because the grammar is really slow. Yeah, but if we like open up this, you can see it lags a lot while it's loading because it's trying to highlight the whole the whole line at once. And since the line's really long, it yeah, it takes a while. But it does highlight the whole thing, so it does work. And I could make the highlighting faster. You can see also edits take a long time because it has to re-highlight everything to the right of that. I could make it faster, but I haven't needed to go far. The highlighting is done pure Python in memory, so I could change it to like a C extension or MyPyC or something like that to make it go a lot faster, but it's just a little limitation at the moment. But and VS Code actually has the same problem, but they cheat. So what VS Code does is if they see a line that's too long, they just don't highlight it. They just skip it, which is smart, makes sense. But I don't know. I haven't bothered optimizing for that yet because it's my own text editor, and if I don't open files with long lines, I don't really care. Joke Time says, is there an easy way to write to a file and standard out both? I mean, there's T, where if you do echo foo pipe to T and then TF writes out F and standard out at the same time. But I assume you mean in Python, and I don't have a great answer for that. Most of the time I just loop over streams, print it to all of them. You could probably do something clever with dupe and such, but I don't know, a loop works fine. But anyway. Until someone spins babbies to make him sit again, or he gets tired of standing. Yeah, that's how long I stay standing. Yep, true. Okay, so before we start working on the text editor, there are a few things that I want to fix. The first is apparently this link 404s. Yes, so we gotta fix that. And this link 404s. The rest of these work though. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna fix those. It shouldn't be too hard. I think all the other ones work. I don't know why this one doesn't work, but we can fix it real quick. Hit clone. Oh, and I guess in other, I should do open source news first. Yeah, that's right. What have I changed since last stream? What are the things that I have done? I have done a few patches to open source. The first is these two, which are basically the same. RLD Mid, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. BitterTools.t do anything similar? I think it's just a loop. I think that's all it does. Yeah, so the first is fucking Windows. It's always goddamn Windows. But when Flake8 is piped on Windows and prints non-ASCII or non-CP1252 encodable characters using built-in print, then you get an Unicode encode error, where the Python runtime tries to encode it to what it thinks is the right output encoding. And I'm actually very surprised this is the first time anyone has ever hit this, because Flake8 has always done this, and it's been this way for 10 or 20 years. So, well, not 20 years. It's been this way for like 10 years. So, I don't know. This back and forth, and then I figured out I could reproduce it by piping a cat. And the fix, or the hacky fix for this is, instead of using print, it uses sys.standardout.buffer.write and just encodes the two values, the end of line and the actual output, which is annoying. It'd be nice if print just worked, but it does not. So then I adjusted the test as well. Also, the test got way simpler. I shouldn't. Right, on stream we do unified, so their renders better. Not on stream, I use split. Yeah, so move from print to sys to standard out.buffer.write and simplify the test. The test was mocking the print function and then checking the calls, and so this is now using capsys to check exactly what was written. A little bit more straightforward. I forgot to rename the test, so that's what I did here. I fixed the test name. Ian helpfully pointed out that I missed. But yeah, a little bit easier to validate here. So that's Windows and encoding and Flake 8 and sadness. RLD Mid says came here for the relaxing content. Well, welcome, welcome. Knowledge is here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Developing on a Windows backend is psychotic. Yeah. No one codes in Windows cries. Yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Talmud says, wait, what? What's the difference between encoded writes to buffers and print? So what print will do, and we can actually show this on POSIX, I think, as well. Lang equals C, Python 3. Shit. How do you do this? Is this oh yeah, here we go. So you can force Python's IO encoding to be Ascii. And then when you print a character, what it will do is it will try and encode this character to whatever encoding it thinks the byte stream is, the output stream. And so you can see, like, in this case, it tried to encode it to ASCII. On Windows, it'll use CP1252. So you'll get this char map encodes to undefined error. But you can ignore the encoding of the standard out of the print of the standard out stream by writing directly to the buffer. This.standardout.buffer.write this dot encode plus new line. You can write directly to the output buffer and basically ignore the IO encoding. What I want, like if I could snap my fingers and just change a whole bunch of shit at once, what I would want is Windows to always default to UTF-8. It's fucking 2021. There's no excuse to use anything but UTF-8. And if that gets fixed, then Python could default to UTF-8 everywhere and not need this stupid concept of IO encoding, which is just kind of a pain in the ass. Also, I'm pretty sure if I do lang equals C here and use like 3.6, is it 3.5 that it did this? I could have sworn there was I could have sworn there was a place where this also errored in Python 3, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Broccoli Rob? Hello, hello. Standing stream, at least for now. Somebody redeemed some channel points, and so I am up here for the moment. There's some good stuff that comes out of Microsoft, and there's some decent people, so I don't hiss at Microsoft. Yeah, that's fair. Fair. Kepit says, I have to work on a system that runs on Windows. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Java Love? Welcome to the stream. TIL Windows doesn't use UTF-8. It does in some cases. Python. Python import sys. Was it get default encoding? Yeah, so is that the right one? Yeah, I think so. Is that the IO encoding? I don't fucking know. Python get IO encoding. I guess I should just do Python 3 sys because I'm pretty sure that's the right thing. Get default encoding. Return the name of the current default string encoding used by the. Oh, this is always going to be UTF-8. Get file system encoding. Yeah. This is Yeah, that's also UTF-8. So Windows does use UTF-8 in a lot of places, just not when you pipe stuff. Where's the oh, I think we need sys.standardout.encoding. Yeah. You can see if it's piped, we get CP1252. If it's not piped, we get UTF-8, which is fucking garbage. Junk Time Lord has redeemed code review. Well, send me that and we'll schedule it for one of the streams in the future. And once people are getting less stupid, use UTF-16. No, there's no reason to use UTF-16. there's no reason to use UTF-16. But yeah, there's big endian and little endian. Well, the reason both of them exist is because different computers encoded bytes in different ways, and or encoded bits in different ways, I guess is the more accurate way. And yeah, so for better or worse, there are two standards. There's two ways to write a bit, or write a byte, an ordering for a byte. In practice, well, I don't remember which one is the more common one, but one of the two endianness is more common, and so it has prevailed, but the other one is still possible, and so there's still, unfortunately, code that's written for it. UTF-32, yes, there is UTF-32, but we shouldn't use that either, because it wastes a fuck ton of space. UTF-16 is twice as good as UTF-8 caps. UTF-64 is 8 times better. Hey, what's up, dads with that? Welcome back. CMH says, how are you enjoying your new car? It's good, it's good. I haven't driven it much, but I don't know, probably driven it 30 or 40 miles so far. But yeah, it's nice, it's nice. Just decide on one and problem solve. That's stupid having two different ones. Yeah, the problem is there's 60 years of code that doesn't understand or work with UTF-8, and so it's hard to just like snap and fix that without breaking lots of code, unfortunately. I prefer UTF-4. UTF-4. How would that even work? Does your car have Python? I'm sure some part of it runs Python. Did I not clone this? I must have cloned it somewhere else. Well, who knows where I cloned it? Oh no, I was in the middle of typing it and I got distracted. That's what it was. Got it. Got it. Intel and AMD do little endian. Or I'm just interesting. JavaLev says, what was your first language? I mean, are you a classic C coder that changed, or did you start with Python? So I guess we can do languages in order. The very first language that I wrote was TI Basic. You know, the big fucking honkin' calculator basic language. The next one I did after that was Visual Basic 5. It might have been VB4. And then after that, it was VB6, and then PHP, and then VB.NET, and then JSP/Java, one of the two. And then, did I say VB.NET? VB.NET's in there somewhere also. Then C#.NET. Oh, C#.NET is redundant. C#. Then C++, then C, then Python, and then, 50 other languages after that that are not so relevant, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of where my languages come from. Then rewrite it or just let them suffer because they've let it get outdated so much? Yeah, it's kind of true, but you also remember that there's billion-dollar corporations that are running 20-year-old software because it works. And in some cases, they don't, like, no one knows how to fix it, or the compiler doesn't exist anymore, and so they're just kind of stuck. But Shaz says, I was just talking about how could we convince apartment owners / companies to install more electric plugs and stuff for EV. Yeah, like for instance, mine was not going to let me pay to get one installed in my apartment. So that's why I didn't end up with an electric vehicle. But yeah. Yep, kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? There's also, unfortunately, like a big lobbying force in the state of Michigan against electric vehicles, partially by the big three, to prevent Tesla. Like Tesla cannot legally sell a car in Michigan. But what they can do is they can test drive in Michigan, and you can agree to purchase a car in Michigan, and then you have to drive to Toledo to pick it up and actually complete the transaction, which is just fucking nuts. Like, it's such a pain to buy an electrical vehicle in Michigan, except Ford now has a deal with the state because they can sell their electric Mustang. So it's just weird. There's like stupid lobbying to try and force the old way on into the future, which I guess makes sense. Like, gas is relatively threatened by EV. Hey, what's up, Senpaz? Hello, hello. I Satisfied says, Anthony, at what point should we stop supporting old code and nudge everyone to update everything? So my thought on that is, like, if somebody's willing to pay enough to make it so old code gets supported, who gives a shit? Just like, if you pay me enough money, I will make your old software work. Which yeah, if you were here for the stream on Thursday or whatever it was, we built Python 3.6 for Ubuntu 8.04, like 2008 Ubuntu. Javala, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Which is actually the first version of Ubuntu that I ever tried. The only reason I tried it is I misclicked while trying to download 10.04 and got 8.04. And I was like, wait a minute, I can get a newer version than this old ass version. My first Ubuntu that I actually set up and used was Lucid. But we got it working. And yeah, they paid me a bunch of money for getting Python to run on really old Linux. But yeah, so if you pay enough, I don't give a shit how old the software is. Isn't VB a scripting language, but it is kind of fast? It's pretty slow, but yes, it's a scripting language. Well, there's Vbscript, which is different than VB. VB actually compiles into a binary. But it's very loosey-goosey on the typing. There's a lot of casting and conversion, and I think most of the things in the language are strings. It's been so long since I've written VB. But yeah, there is also Vbscript, which old versions of Internet Explorer used to allow you to write Vbscript directly in the browser. And one thing that Vbscript had access to was the CD drive, so you could have somebody open up a website and pop open and close their CD drive, which we used to use to kick people off of online games because it was fun. Yeah. Python is a scripting language, only C++ is a real programming language. JimVR says, the first from you is Turbo Pascal. Wow. JSP equals Java? Yeah, I mean, it is Java, but if you just write the templating part, it doesn't really feel like Java. It kind of feels like PHP that smells like Java. But John Love says, I started out with assembly and then I said, this isn't for me. And then I found C# and did it for like 3 years. Now I'm doing Java development. Nice. Yeah, you have to buy from dealerships. Yeah, it's fucking wild. You can buy secondhand though. Did you watch any of MKBHD's Gasser's Tesla versus Ford Mustang E road trip video? I did not. If you send me the link, maybe I'll watch it after stream. Data Ninja says, doesn't sound like a free market. Yeah, well, welcome to capitalism. You put enough dollars in some politician's pocket and you get to bend the system. CMH says, I went to school for object-oriented, but my first app dev gig was in COBOL. What? Holy shit. Well, if you know COBOL, there's some big dollars for that. You want me to look at ZXPy? Do it whenever, as long as it's Saturday. Okay, we'll maybe, but I think next Saturday I'm actually not streaming because I'm going to a football game with my mother and my brother. But if you're around Sunday, we might do it Sunday. If that's fine. Elementor says, pay Anthony 100 million to make your Hello World work, and the price increases with the difficulty. I mean, I would do pretty much anything for 100 million. Easy. Java Love says, ever tried Kotlin? I really like Kotlin. Kotlin's really nice. I have an Android app that I rewrote most of it in Kotlin. But yeah. But does it not harm advancement when people want to continue to also support older versions? Oh, it totally does. 100%. But, you know, as long as they're paying enough money to get that support, then give it. Someone made a website called Free Cup Holder, which opened your CD drive. Oh, that's so good. It says, by the way, how much approximately will you pay to make it work in an older version? I don't really want to talk about it on stream. Because, well, for two reasons. One, like, if you know, if someone in the chat wants me to do exactly the same work, it's more competitive for me to not tell them how much I was paid for existing work until I'm in a negotiation phase. And since I'm not in that right now, I don't really want to talk about it. PHP that smells like Java does not smell good at all. Yeah, I mean, that's JSP for you. Kidblue says, what is your new car? I have the Audi Q5, which looks like this, except mine is black. This is the navy blue version. Oh, that's the 2022. Oh, they've already started with the 2022s. Hey, Eagle PT, thank you for the resub at 6 months, which does get you a fancy new badge. It's good to see you again. But yeah, I have this car, except the 2021 version. Because, I guess the 2022 has just come out, which makes sense because it's September now. But yeah, sports pog indeed. Mr. Singh says, is that your colored carpet thing on the monitor behind? I see a lot of black rectangles. Yes, this is actually not a monitor. It is actually a framed print. Fuck. Approximately level? I hope that's level. Oh, it's not. It's so not. God damn it. Fucking close enough. Politicians are owned by fossil fuel industry in America. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. That's the gas card they did on their trip. Oh, interesting. Cool. Time to get the new car then. I put like 50 miles on this car. I don't think it's time for me to get a new car already. James White says, kind of related to the puzzle, but general dev 2, should you instantly exit when processing scripts and something fails, or continue to just spit out the errors when done? Depends. Yeah, you can go either way. I've done both. It is kind of nice to like have all the errors at once. That way you don't have to just like continually rerun the same thing over and over and over. There are some niceties to that. If you can detect errors before doing any side effects, that's kind of the best scenario. Because you don't really want something that half does something. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if it was a monitor, I would make it cycle through stuff, like maybe make a channel point thing to have it change. But no, there's no cables on it. It's just a frame. This should work. Says his git commit history. I don't know what you're replying to. But sure. Y'all thought it's a monitor? It's actually an iguana. Get your reptile fix. Do you still live with your mom? I have not lived with my mom since 2009. Yeah, I haven't. I've been out of the house for a long ass time. Kevin says I live with Anthony's mom. Nice, nice. Then why don't you show up to all my streams, Kevin? Anyway, okay, so let's fix this because this is clearly wrong. I don't know why it's wrong, but we will fix it. Demo.py. Huh. Why did I pick rel path here? Why did I do that? What do these ones do? Hmm. Hmm. Huh. I guess we'll do this. And to file name. Names in names. If name.count slash is greater than 2. Wait, what? How does it do these ones up here? Oh, it uses those as the name? Host.pet name dot split slash -2 join. Why is it lstrip underscore? Let's see what that does. Silly Buttons, thank you for the bit. Stevo Bandito, good to see you. Yeah, we do have the fancy art. We do have the fancy art. Now I have to use Vim. Damn it. No, it's fine. Vim's okay. Did this work? In Echo. Yay! I think it may have worked. What? That's not what I wanted. No. Oh, this should be -2 colon. Duh. PyCache copy rig. I'm thinking maybe this should just be base name. Shit. Must have had the base name. Which actually I think I can just do this. And then that'll work. Now we get copy reg. We got cat. We got echo. Yeah, it's probably fine. Base name of files. That looks like horrible formatting. Well, it's coming from a template. It's coming from this code here, so that's why it ends up looking on a terabad. That's fine. That is fine. This one I actually didn't write. This one. Hello, Q. No, I'm in macro mode. How do I get out? Done. Tilky says, if you watch Mr. Robot, can you be a hacker? I don't think that is a qualification. Junk Tomboy says, I've already written 6,000 words in my blog, and there's still 26 topics to cover. Yeah, I don't know that you can ever finish. Like, look at my explains list. It just keeps going, keeps getting bigger. There's always more things to talk about. Belnada says, why are bits ending in 51 are the Vim ones? So V for 5 and I guess it'll be 5 and 1 spells VI. So it forces me to use Vim. I don't know. It was like a dumb idea that is actually kind of cool. But yeah, that's why bits that end in 51 force me to use Vim for some number of minutes. Also, 51 bits is the cheapest way to get me to use Vim because you get some discount. Thousands of 10-minute Python reads, not enough 2-hour ones. Oh, I see. Did you know that Rich doesn't use curses? It's all just fancy print statements. Yeah, I assume so. Cheesewine says, oh, sorry, I missed you. Depends on what. Say just for the puzzle in Discord right now. I can have you replace half the scripts, but then fail to write a script, so I just exit then. I mean, it is up to you. Either way, whatever you feel is best. There are trade-offs to doing it in either way, and there's not really any standard. For instance, most of the tools that I write, they go until they error, and then if they error, they don't do anymore. They just show the first error. That's the easiest to write. This blog post should be called Asking for Trouble in Python. There's so many bad blog posts out there. 20 Python functions you should know. Oh, well, the first one's reduced, so I'm closing this tab. What a garbage article. Yeah, man. Easy to not read that article. Vim is 994. You gotta raise up the price. Yeah, right. No one would ever do it then. I don't know. I think 51 is a decent balance. And if somebody wanted me to use Vim for like an hour, they would have to do 5,951 bits. But yeah, I need to reduce like once in my life. No one ever needs reduce, like ever. Use base name of file names to avoid GitHub bug. You know what I think this used to do before? I think it used to use copyright from a virtual environment, and so it and this was before virtual M20, so I think that's how it used to work and why it just broke all of a sudden. What a trash article? Yeah. If you open up your article with 20 built-ins you should know and the first one is reduced, like, get the fuck out. Hey, what's up, Red Sky 1? Thank you for the resub at 8 months. It's good to see you again. Jason says, Anthony just knows that if somebody ever forces him to use Vim, he'll be rich as well. I mean, I don't know if you can get rich off of 51 bits, but I'm actually explaining every single thing in detail what dir built-ins gets you. Oh, I see. Only if you set up NeoVim will I do 5,000 bits. Alright, that's tempting. It's like 2 commands to set up NeoVim, right? Ugh. Blue says, I'm sorry, but Vim is so much better. Text editor, Flame Wars, go. It's just different. EagleBT says, in your opinion, that is a regular for loop would be better than reduce. Yeah, 100%. Way more readable. I don't have to scratch my head and flip on my brain interpreter to read a for loop, but I do to read reduce. Hey, what's up, Come for the Fishes? Welcome back. Eva Gordita, good to see you. I don't have strong feelings about reduce, but eval was number 4. Wait, what? No fucking way. I'm glad I closed the article before I saw eval, because that just discounts their article even more. Like, eval? What are you doing? Sparkster Selma says, I'll attempt to ditch VS Code for NeoVim, but I write TypeScript. Clock is so easy. I'm in the middle of doing the built-in LSP. It is a pain. I see. I assume that's syntax highlighting stuff. Every time functional programming, people say map is better than list comprehensions. A puppy breaks leg. Yep. Okay, so let us see if this fixes the links. Hello? What the fuck? Oh, must not have deployed yet. You say you've deployed. Rename 99%. Did the PyC file change between the 2 versions? Like, what happened there? Okay, it has pushed, so why has you not updated yet, GitHub? The fuck? Is GH Pages broken? Yeah, so it should have updated a bunch of these links. It did. I don't know why it's not re-rendering. Kind of annoying. Alex Rotterdam, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. For balance, here's some info on reduce. Oh, I know how reduce works, but like, you shouldn't use it. Format is number 13. Wait, no one uses the built-in format. No one does this. No one ever does this. I don't even remember how to do it. Like this? Like this? And then comment. Yeah, no one ever does this. No one calls the format built-in directly. They're almost always using it through f strings or dot format. So the article is just getting worse and worse. What kind of file is accessed with dot dot underscore dot dot underscore? So the original code replaced slashes with underscores, and GitHub at some point made it so any file name that has dot dot in it just 404s, which, like, I don't know why they did that, but hey, Metabytes, thank you for the resub. 13 months in a row and 20 total. Holy shit. Getting close to that 2-year mark there, Metabytes. Thank you for your continued support. It is good to see you again. Getting Flake8, MyPy, and Pyrite working together. Why would you need Pyrite and MyPy? They're both type checkers. You just pick one. You don't need both of them. Is it Morse code? No, it's just to make it so that the file paths were legitimate. So this was dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash. And I don't know why. For some reason, GitHub 404s these, which was the entire bug. Is it fixed now? Yay! It's fixed! Look at that! Sick. Okay. Well, that was the first thing that I want to do. Pirate does go to definition. Oh, okay, I guess you can get a little bit more functionality there. That's fair, that's fair. I forgot about the additional behaviors that it gives you, so that's fair. All right, how long have I been standing? Can I sit down now? Let's see, when was the channel point redemption? 54 minutes ago. Okay, it feels good enough. We're gonna sit back down, which means I gotta. Oh, in fact, Shaz has toggled it. You didn't have to do that. You're gonna get it for free. Let's see, where is this gonna put my camera? I want that a little bit lower. There we go. You want it right over your head. Scammed, yeah, exactly. Mr. Singh says, wait, what was the color code thing? Ah, so the entire point of this project, here, let me go get you a t-shirt so I can give you the context. I'll be right back. Okay, so there was a Yelp hackathon, and this was the logo for hackathon 19 called color code, and I got the crazy idea that I could generate something that looked like that using code. I'm gonna go put this away because it's dirty and it smells, so I'll be right back again. Because I use it as workout clothes. Yeah, so the idea was to take bytes on disk and generate something that looked close to the logo for that hackathon. And so I wrote a little bit of templating language to basically input bytes off disk, turn those into a color and a width, and generate stuff that, you know, looked similar to that t-shirt. And this is a binary called dumb-init, and this is like the code section. And actually the project was pretty interesting in that I kind of learned a little bit about how binaries are set apart. So you can see there's a very stark contrast between these two regions here. And this is actually the strings region of the binary where ASCII strings show up. And ASCII strings always end up having, you know, kind of this dull coloring to them because the byte ranges are within a particular region. So yeah, like you can kind of visualize executables by doing this. You know, this is where the strings ends. This is some data region, etc. But yeah, it's kind of a cool project. Color code merch when? I mean, if somebody wants me to make prints for them, I could make prints, but you'd also generate them yourself, so it's not really like I can make merch out of that. Metabyte says, out of curiosity, how often did Yelp do hackathons? 19 sounds like a pretty high number. Yeah, so is it bi-yearly? I want to say they were quarterly, but that seems like way too many. I think they were 3 times a year. Yeah, I think it was either twice a year or 3 times a year. But it didn't stay that way after I left, from what I've been told. Like I think they do it once a year now instead. But yeah, it used to be like either 3 or 4 times a year. Like I think the first hackathon I did was I think hackathon 8. And I think the last one I did was like 20 something. 22, 23. I was there for 5 years, so that would be 8 plus 15 is 23. Okay, yeah, that works out. I think it was 3 times a year. But yeah, they did a lot of hackathons. I kind of mostly checked out of them after a while. Because I just like, I don't know. I feel like hackathons are really great when you're just starting out in engineering, but because they like give you an opportunity to do stuff that you wouldn't do during your normal day to day, to potentially like have more fun at work. But the thing is, after a while, if you're not having fun in what you're doing, like just do something else. And you know, hackathons didn't necessarily make me have more fun. It just meant that I was doing, you know, work that I wanted to do that, you know, might be something 2 quarters out from now, and I'm crunching it into a 24-hour period or something like that. But like, I don't know, hackathons kind of lost their spark for me after the first couple of them. But I don't know. Ascii wastes around 14% of the space. Yeah, it's true. It's true. CD backslash says it's around 3 times a year. Oh, were you also a Yelper? When were you there? CD backslash. Oh, I get it. CD backslash. Do places you've worked make it a pain to contribute to open source? For instance, we have to fill out a form to submit a PR. Also, I accidentally edited a file in GitHub and it notified my boss. What the fuck? It depends. It depends on the situation. Yelp, it was fairly easy, mostly because there wasn't anything set up, so we just kind of did whatever the fuck we wanted and asked for forgiveness later. Lyft. Lyft, I didn't contribute to open source on company time unless it was explicitly sponsored, because I knew that they would own. There was a like clause in the contract that they would own copyright on any code I produced, so I like didn't do open source on work time and on work hardware. Bramaxar, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And Stripes is similar, so I haven't done any open source work at Stripe either. But yeah, I just do it, you know. Oh, it's C. Paul. How are you doing? It's been a while. Good to see you, friend. Oh man, we go way back. How are you doing? Are you still at Jasper's thing? Anyway, you don't have to answer that. My PR is stuck because the MyPy core devs have no time. Oh, I see. Yeah, that happens. It happens. What are you working on, Drunk Time Lord? What is your patch to? Still a good time. Nice. We use that at Stripe. I mean, who doesn't use it nowadays, right? And Fox, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. And Bramasar, hello, hello. Makes sense. I was wondering how different places handled open source. Yeah, it changes a lot, but anyway, we fixed this. Okay, the next thing that I want to work on is part of my text editor. There's been a bunch of bugs that have been open for forever. Oh, why do I have another email? Someone is working on a Pi upgrade thing, which is basically extending the current code to handle more cases. And the code's pretty good. But they were able to simplify it further, so I don't know. I just I got this notification before CI even noticed. Why have you not started building? Oh. Predicament CI is finished before Azure Pipelines even started, as usual. Okay. There are 2 things that I want to handle that should be hopefully quick to do. Is this in here? Linux on Kel, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There are 2 things that I wanted to handle. Yeah, this one. I want to fix this thing, 37, which should hopefully set us up to make the diff mode work better. And I want to figure out what is going on in this one. Because there's something weird with multi-line comment highlighting in C++, and I don't know. I will also check VS Code, because it could just be that this is the way C++ works. I don't really know. Did I say hi to Vibrata King? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I refactored all the error messages, thrown my MyPy into an error message class. The next step is create unique error codes. Oh, neat. Kevin says, how about a delayed birthday beer? Do you want me to grab a beer for your birthday? I could do that. I could go grab a beer. Nice keyboard. You wanna go grab a beer? I'll go grab a beer. Why not? I already did my run today. Hey, what's up, Color Marku? Hello, hello. And Lachosa. But yeah, we are drinking today a New Holland, the Poet, American Oatmeal Stout. I'm kind of sad the microphone doesn't pick up the pouring sounds, but I guess that's the way things go. Anyway, cheers. Happy belated birthday, Chemist Joburg. Hashtag sponsored. Yeah, if a beer company wants to sponsor me, I'll fucking drink every stream. How are you doing, Wherezax? Good to see you. Suchi says that looks amazing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Hey, Neutrino Saros is in the chat. Yeah, we'll look at your PR soon, hopefully. I'm working on it as I follow stream. Awesome, awesome. Sounds good. But yeah, let's do this first. This issue first. Saving a file with a new file name causes file changed on disk not implemented. We do eventually want to implement this as well, but this should be a really easy fix. Let me show you the bug first, and then we will try and figure out what's wrong and how to fix it. What are you, t2.py? Oh, this is my hacky fix colors script, which which at this point, oh man, I kind of want to replace curses. Is that a bad idea? That I want to rewrite curses, chat? Let's see how much I use curses, because the problem is, and that's this other bug, this one here. Colors don't look right, and this is a fairly common problem, where on some terminal emulators they claim to support color changing, and then they don't actually change the colors, so everything just shows up as shades of light gray. So now it says there's not curses. Do you mean end curses? I guess when I say curses, I just mean like the curses interface. Replace curses with what? Manually writing out escape sequences. Textual doesn't use curses at all. It's an entire TUI engine with everything, so I don't think you need it. Yeah, I know I don't need it. I could replicate everything. The thing is, do I want to? Notcurses.com? We're no strangers to love. Okay, this is actually not a rickroll. I see. This looks pretty cursed, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think I would just implement the bare minimum that I need to make things work. The color doesn't look right. Shit happened to me on my Mac, and I had to quit back for that. Yeah, well, it depends on your terminal emulator. So, like, some terminal emulators report incorrect values, and then when you try and use them, it just doesn't work. 50 Shades of Light Gray, the interactive shell edition, right, man? Brave GG. That's pretty spot on. Do we need a yak emoji? I mean, my stream is basically turn on camera and yak shave for several hours, so. Whereas X says, I like bubble tea. I think there's a bubble tea place that's opening really close to me, which is great because there isn't one elsewhere. At least I don't think there is. Let's see. Bubble tea in Ann Arbor. There wasn't one when I went to school. Okay, yeah, there's share tea, I guess. But there's chat time now. Oh. I mean, share tea and chat time are kind of the McDonald's of bubble tea, so. But there's a new one that's opening. It's opening right. Fuck off! Holy shit! That's not what I want. Why did this pop open? There's a new one that's opening right here. And it looks like it's not a chain. It's like actually a legit bubble tea place. Oh, there's a lot more than there were when I went to school. Air tea. Oh, anyway. That'll be fun. Oh, bubble tea is a TUI framework. I see. It's being too literal. No, I trust you to be helpful in knowledge. I also trust you to rickroll me. Location revealed? I mean, I live in Ann Arbor, so. Milo says, if you make a replacement for cursors, I will use it in my projects. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how reusable it'll be. I suspect what I'll do for it is implement the bare minimum that I need, which is basically background, inverted text, underline, italics, and foreground, background color. And input. Yeah, I think that would be all I would actually implement. I don't think I would actually implement any of the, like, windowing helpers. But I don't know. It also sounds like a fuck ton of work, but it would fix this. Because then I could actually use true colors. But yeah, this is the bug. The terminal reports that it can change color. Excuse me. That can change color, and then it doesn't. I had hiccups while I was running today. It was like the weirdest feeling, because, like, you know, breathing heavily from running, but also hiccuping at the same time was quite the interesting experience. But yeah. 7 sips of beer and you hook up like a drunkard. Yeah. I drop myself down in Google Maps in Ann Arbor. First thing I see. Oh no, is this gonna be one of the terrible bike lanes? Oh, this is actually one of the nice bike lanes, except there's a fucker parked in it. Wait, where is this? This is... It's on... What street is this? Because we didn't have any of these bike lanes when I went to school here. Manbrave says, what operating system are you doing your development on? I'm in a... Oh, it's on Williams. Oh, yeah, I know where this is. Yeah. This is nice that they finally put in protected bike lanes, but how the fuck did this guy get back there? A city with actual bike lanes? Kind of. I mostly use the sidewalks right now because, yeah, that's just how things go. Do you guys remember this? This is a throwback. When someone was like, hey, do you think you could make it so that everything renders backwards? And it does. It works. This is what Python looks like if it's backwards. Pretty wild, huh? But like it's mostly usable too. I think you can actually type in here too. From foo import collections. But anyway. Silly says, I guess if Alien writes code as day drinking, I should cork a wine bottle. I will tell my girlfriend this when she is mad later. Oh no. Oh no. So you have a Windows 10 machine and run an Ubuntu VM, and that's what we cut out of. Yep, that's how I do it. Most college towns have fairly decent bike lanes. Yeah, that's true. This whole area looks like it got retrofitted with new bike lanes. It actually looks really, really nice. Yeah, that area is pretty nice. But yeah, it used to be like triple car lanes there. I'm not using WSL, no. That's so cursed, yeah, isn't it great? Anyway, the bug that I wanted to show you is if we open up setup.cfg, shit. What is t.py? This is an LRU cache implementation. Why did I implement an LRU cache implementation? I don't know. But this is LRU cache. We don't need that anymore. What's t.sh? 2 parentheses. Oh, this was this used to crash babi. And then we fixed it. And then t2.py is this wacky thing, and then threading.patch. Oh, this was speed up syntax for scrolling down. But it doesn't really work because it's not thread safe. But it looks like protected bike lanes goes all the way down East Williams from the park. Oh, that's pretty good. Why would Alcoholics Anonymous make bike lanes? Yeah. Yeah. Sleepon says, protected bike lanes, heart. I got hit by a car once with all my groceries. It was not a good experience. I've yet to get hit by a car. I've had quite a few close calls though. Including recently. Oh, this car and I was going through a protected crosswalk with like blinky lights and all that other shit. And you know, the car in one lane stopped and the car in the other lane barely stopped, came to like a screeching halt and missed hitting me by like just a little bit. And then he was like screaming mad, like, you fucker, you could have got killed. I'm like, yeah, you could have fucking killed me, asshole. Like, you're the one that didn't follow the traffic lights. Like, how is this my problem? But, oh. Yeah. Biking is dangerous, I guess. I had a car door. Oh, you've gotten doored. Yeah, getting doored sucks. I've been close to getting doored in Burlingame in California, but I have not gotten doored yet either. I have yet to get hit by a car, man. Wording. No, it's true. I will get hit by a car at some point. I can almost guarantee it. Don't you know? Always blame the victim. Yeah, 100%. It wasn't horrible, but it broke my bike, and all the groceries went all over. Got thrown a good 15 feet. Holy shit! Damn, dude. Shaz's been hit 3 times. Holy crap. Well, I'm considering myself lucky. I put almost 10,000 miles on my bike, and I have not gotten hit. So, knock on wood. I'm pretty lucky so far. Okay, but I want to show you the bug. So if we open up setup.cfg and we do Control-O, which allows me to save it to a new file, and I save it to a new file, it doesn't let me save. And we get this not implemented thing. And this is part of my rename detection, and it's just buggy. So we're gonna write a little test case that covers this case, and then try and fix it. Test features. How do these work? Save test. Just modify file with new line. Oh yeah, fucking new line handling. Oh, gross. Test save via control new file name non-tempter. And exit H. H.press control O. H.await text, enter file name. H.press new. Say the one line written. Sir tempter.join f new read equals what? Okay, so this is our basic test. Write out a file, run the text editor, press Control O, wait for enter file name to be there. Press, oh, this should be press and enter. Write some additional text on the end of the file name, and then it should save it. Oops. Did not team pucks. I spelled it wrong. Oh my goodness. In Urban Hit, I put over 500 miles on my road bike. Nice, nice. Or maybe you drive extra safe? Grim says, my mom got her handle hit with a mirror. She can't use her left hand all that well anymore. Oh no. Guy didn't even have a driver's license. What the fuck? That's crazy. James Wayne says, well, so is it me or do people in Belgium not drive like maniacs since I've not been close to getting hit yet on my bike? I mean, it's most, yeah, America is fucking crazy. So it wouldn't surprise me if other countries are much better about this. The US is not really designed around bikes all that well. Ann Arbor looks really cute. Reminds me of my hometown. Perhaps live there. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it. Minbrave GG says, I just came from Texas. I was in basic training though, so I didn't get to see how people drive. I see. I see. Lilyman says, I've only gotten 3 guns pulled on me in 30 years. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's crazy. I have, let's see. I've been threatened with a gun before. Twice. Twice? Twice. Well, from 2 people. It's been more than twice. Both of them were my girlfriend's father. Like the first time I met one of my ex-girlfriend's dads, I came into the house and he is sitting in the living room, like man spread out, and this is a big fucking dude. He was huge, like ripped, like I don't know. It felt like he could like take an I-beam and like bend it. He was massive, and he's sitting on the couch with a shotgun, propped up against his leg. He's like, "Hi, I hear you're dating my daughter," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go again." Here we go again. But he ended up being a nice guy. I showed him how to use spreadsheets, and he put his gun away very quickly. Because he ran a home business, and he was really bad at like inventory and math and stuff, and like he was doing it all by hand on paper. And I was just like, you have a computer, let me just show you how to use a spreadsheet, and I'll set up a basic spreadsheet for you, and it's going to save you like literal hours of time per day. And yeah, I set up like a really simple spreadsheet for him, and he's like, this changes everything. But and she cheated on me, so that's the way things go, I guess. But anyway, Silly Ben says, that's normal. We used to do that to my sister's boyfriends, mess with him. I don't think this guy was messing. I think he was not messing at all. And I get the feeling that he's not messing because this was not the first dad that threatened me with a gun. The other dad that threatened me with a gun was like, he like brought me out behind his house and he's like, hey son, can I talk to you for a bit? And I was like, sure. And I'm like 16 at the time, so I had no idea what was going on. And outside the back door he had it wasn't an assault rifle, but it was like a fairly, I don't know anything about guns, of course. It was like a fairly long gun. It looked like a hunting rifle, but I don't know anything about guns. He had that propped up on the back door, and like as we're walking out of the house, he picks it up, and he goes, so I've heard some rumors that you've been doing stuff with my daughter. And I'm like, no sir, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, not me. Well, if I ever hear about you defiling my daughter, I know where you live. And I was like, okay, all right, sir, can I go back in the house now? But like, holy shit. People are fucking crazy. But like, who gives a shit, right? Anyway. Okay, so we have a failing test. This is good. We can do not tmux to get it to run fast. Were you in Michigan at the time? Yeah. Okay, so this is the bug that we're seeing right now. So let us look at why that is happening. Git grab file changed on disk. So there's some like there's some false positive here. No, I might have exaggerated the accent a little bit, mostly because I don't remember his accent, but one of them had a southern accent, the other one did not. But yeah, he did that to a 16-year-old. Yeah, right. Crazy, fucking crazy. I do declare that you've been defiling my daughter. Yeah. I mean, nah. Never mind. Okay, the file on disk is the same as when we opened it. So let's see what we get here. Testing debug babi.cfg, and then save new, and that should hit our breakpoint. SHA-56. I think that's the empty file, SHA-56. It is. So that's why this is erroring. Self.file.SHA-56, self.file.SHA-56 to save. Got it. So it is trying to write a new file, and it is failing our SHA check here. Defiling is a funny word. He may have said deflowering. I don't know. It was one of the two. They basically mean the same thing in this context. Foghorn leg. What the fuck is this? I don't know what this is. Is this another pop culture reference that I just don't understand? What is this cock? What is this? What is this, silly buttons? Looney Tunes. Oh. I didn't get to watch cartoons much when I was a kid. I was only allowed to watch Pokemon, and only for an hour on Saturdays. I guess we watched it during the week sometimes on a little teeny tiny CRT. So it would air right before we'd get up early before school, watch one episode of Pokemon. We'd always say, "Why, I do declare." I see. I see. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I think the fix here is to allow the empty. I think it should always be safe to overwrite an empty file. Grab that shall break a point. Huh. Okay, so this is where we change the file name. And if it is a file, we actually use this for. We only ever use it here. I think we could actually say that this is none. And just say if is that safe? If the file does not exist, so it basically always allow us to write a file that does not exist, which I think is correct. Yeah. Slybun says, I think Windows Terminal is life-changing. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. Or just PowerShell with Arrow? Oh man, Arrow. Arrow is so good. I'm actually kind of sad they got rid of it. Oh wait, Arrow was Vista. Right? It was Arrow. Oh, it's a backronym? What? But it just looked so good. I miss this. This fucking flat design of modern era. I don't really like it. Arrow was so nice. But now it's, oh, and this? Man, this is so cool. Rip. Wait, the taskbar has transparency? No way. Oh, it does. You can't see it because it's off screen. But bads. Windows 7 was really the best. I don't know why people like XP that much. I mean, XP was incredibly stable and did things like fairly well. The reason people said that Windows 7 was so great, Windows 7 was basically the same thing as Vista, except there were a number of years between Vista and Windows 7 where drivers manufacturers could get things working better. But someone says, do you have an opinion on using prompt commands? Someone wrote a script that I have to source and it echoes every time I type a command. Well, that's really annoying. I use prompt command for a couple things. One of them is activator, which is my auto virtual env activator. I also have a thing for checking git hooks set up for me. SB1 says, did you try i3 or another tiling window manager? Yes, I don't like them. Stop suggesting it. This is here. This is my window manager. Check it out. It's real cool. 98 SC, but 98 was so buggy. 98 would like blue screen if you took out a CD at the wrong time or sneezed too loud. Okay, that passes now. The question is whether that is a safe change. See if the rest of the test suite passes? I guess it does. Aren't you the same person? Let's see. Let's see if it's them. Grab i3 in logs. Yo, not O. Here are the people that have asked about i3. Only SMB once is only asked once. Unless it's i3M also. i3WM. Z3S has mentioned it the most times, probably from being like blah blah blah. He's already done this. But yeah, I have tried it on stream. I did not like it. Git push tpush is not a known command. I gotta be hippie. Have you considered using DWM kappa? It's up Celestial Blue. Hello, hello. What are we working on today? We are working on babi, my text editor. We just fixed a bug where you open up a file and then you save it to a new file name. It now works, and it wasn't working before. So that's fixed. DV Music, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Control says it takes some getting used to, but if you're not interested, it's kind of whatever. Yeah. I mean, I have tried it. I got it to the point where like I could basically do all the basic things with it, but I'm completely fine using the mouse, and I like to have control over my window sizes, and they are very specifically sized and arranged in the way they are right now. And the tiling manager just like, I don't know. It just does not interest me. But hello, DV Music. Wait, you already subbed? And now you've just followed? That's cool, that's cool. Didn't your last video say not to rename things new? Yeah, I mean, this is just a example. But you're absolutely right, Silly Buttons. I really like that video. I thought it would get more views. But it didn't. I mean, it performed all right. I guess it performed better than usual. But usually in a day it'll get like my videos usually get about 300 views in a day if from the Explain series. And let's see. Oh, I guess it did do better than usual. Okay. But I feel like the last couple of videos have also done better than usual, so I'm not really sure by that. Let's see. Like this video, I feel like did not do well. But even that did slightly better than my normal. SMB ones, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Must have gotten a guest sub. Yeah, that makes sense. Almost all automated window managers are shitty. Yeah. Is there a place you keep future features you want to add at all outside of your head, at least? GitHub issues is the most part. I don't know, not really. Size isn't a big deal, and there's tools to save layouts. It can be sweet, but it just takes setting up fiddling to get things just right. Yeah, well, it's really nice if you want to procrastinate. Yeah, exactly. This works fine for me, so I have no reason to do it. The Baz blunder was hilarious to listen to. Go Yelp. Yeah, yeah. See, Paul was there for that. The Baz blunder. I bet it's still in the code base. This one actually did amazingly. This video got way more views than usual. And this one wasn't even like sent to recommended, which is wild. This one this one got sent to recommended, so you can see kind of the difference in recommended. When it gets recommended, you get this like huge spike in views. So this chunk right here is because YouTube was recommending this video to people. But oddly enough, before that, it wasn't doing much better than my normal videos. But then recommended goes burr, and you get this big spike here, and then it kind of leveled out. It's kind of weird how YouTube does video recommendations, but yeah. I wish it recommended more of my videos, but whatever, it's fine. But anyway, YouTube videos. Sleepman says, I fired out the arg parse video in a PR when somebody re-implemented with zip and if statements. Well, I'm glad you showed them the way. Lusty Blue says, I've not heard of Baz before. I didn't realize something came after foo and bar. Oh. There's also Quux. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, it's in CD / linked through Baz. Yeah, that was that was a fucking project and a half. Gotta tell people to sub? I don't really like to shill in videos. I could be, you know, alright guys, go click the like button and make sure that you're subscribed and ding that bell. No. That shit's cringe. I know it works, but I don't want to. I'd rather just get organic growth from people appreciating the content and, you know, clicking subscribe because they want to. I feel like that's more authentic. I know it's, you know, not great for analytics and whatever, but I don't know. I've gotten this far without without pushing for it, so I don't know. We're getting close to 6,000. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. Not redocking. There we go. So Ben says Litter was not subbed for almost 6 months. Oh well. Yeah, and the other thing is like YouTube doesn't pay me much, so like I get beer money from it. It's not like, I mean, I would need like 100x the viewers for it to be an okay source of income. 100x. I could see 10x, but 100x is a lot. A lot to change there. Rachel Legends. Oh god damn it. Boomer Baz, Cooks, Cuz, Corge, Gralt, Garpley, Waldo, Fred, Plug, Zizi, and Thud. What? I'm 1,000% expecting a Raid Shadow Legends ad after some. No, we're not doing that. Why use foobar when you can use single letter variable names? Ah, we have a Go programmer in the chat. Smash that like button, says Steve Benito. Yeah. Distance, velocity, jerk. No, it's jerk and then it's snap, crackle, and then pop. I'm pretty sure. Some of your videos would double in length if you did. Oh yeah, for sure. Some of my videos are real short. Control says what? No, get animated overlays of a cursor clicking all the appropriate. Oh yeah, that stuff's really annoying. Just want to point out that I said that before you did. Yeah, it's true. Beer money would be a lot depending on how much you drink. Gotta get those mid-roll ads if you want money. Yeah, it's true. I gotta get those 10-minute videos, but most of mine are shorter than that. If we look at video length here, At 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, streams don't really count. 29 minutes. This one was a big video, but I don't think many people watched it. Yeah, like only 300 views. 4 minutes, 8. This one was 11 minutes. This one got that mid-roll money. It also got a lot of views. Oh wait, not relative to the videos directly before and after it though, so. Another 11-minute video. Stream stuff. 15 minutes. 19 minutes. This was a long video. This one got a decent amount of views. Anyway. Yeah, YouTube's. Remember that being part of the Minesweeper cheat? Oh yeah, the where it would change the 1 pixel so you could see whether there was a mine or not in the top left. Yeah. Fidel says, I look forward to 3 pre-video ads and 5 mid-rolls for all videos, even the 2-minute ones. Oh no. Make an outro the last 5 minutes. I actually shortened my outro and it improved my view retention. So my outro used to be 15 seconds. Now it's 10. And it increased my retention by a much higher rate for some reason. So I think I'm going to keep it short. I don't know, what is this? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Do more people watch the stream VODs or the Explain series? The Explain series by a lot. Not many people watch the stream VODs. In fact, I think I might move them to a second channel. Just because YouTube, the way the YouTube algorithm works is if you have lots of videos that it recommends in a row, it recommends more videos. But if, I sprinkle in stream VODs in the middle of it, so it kind of ruins that streak. But yeah, then I have to make another channel. +1 for moving VODs to a second channel. Yeah, I might do that. I would need 100 of you to subscribe. Maybe include chat. I don't think I can, unless I streamed on YouTube. But I feel like streaming on YouTube sucks. But why does the byte stripper in Python need to be that it's unreadable? I don't know how else you would read it. It's readable for Ascii at least. Oops. Damn it. Yeah, like it's only unprintable bytes that are escaped like that. Dushi says, I'd say you got 1 subscriber already. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be hard to get to 100 subs on that second channel. I would mostly want to get to 100 subs so that I could have a custom channel URL. Can you stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time? I cannot due to my partner agreement. Hey, what's up, Cursive Chat? Hello. Good to see you. Stream on YouTube just sounds awful anyway. So the thing is, like, YouTube's tech is fairly good. The problem is, like, they don't have any of the, like, features that make streaming nice. Like, they don't have, like, lots of emotes. They don't have, like, bits or, like, they have subs to some extent, but not really. YouTube is, and you make a lot less money. Twitch is all about, like, funneling money into the streamer, and YouTube not so much. It's more about, like, content and the ads. But beyond that, like, the tech is pretty similar. The other thing is there isn't really a programming category on YouTube. Like all of the software streamers that I know stream on Twitch. And I know Twitch is really bad for, like, streamer discoverability in, like, most of the other categories, but at least in science and tech, well, science, what's it called now? Software development and software and game development. The discoverability of programming streams is fairly good, reasonable to find new people to watch. But there'd be, like, absolutely nothing for that on YouTube. Random browse streams on YouTube is also garbage, but they have much better encoding. Yeah, that's true. Silly buttons. Thank you for the gift subs. I see you're jumping into that bottle of wine there, silly buttons. Welcome Code Blue, Bad Foxtrot, Narakiri, CD /. Hey, you got a sub. You got a sub, CD /. And Absinthe at 2 months. Thank you for the gift subs. Appreciate that. Dorgam, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Anyone know of a subreddit / Discord group for getting feedback for a PC build? I don't know. Looks like chat has a bunch of recommendations. Says suffer and develop. Right. Right. A half down? Oh my god. Kevin says, I must admit I'm getting tipsy after 250 centiliters, 7%. Ooh. Ooh, this is my dad form. All defenses weakened. Nice. Okay, well I think this actually fixes that bug. Someone just knocked on my door. I'm gonna go check on my door. I will be right back. That's weird. There's no one there. Why would they knock on my door? Maybe I'm a boomer, but I've tried really hard to actually find stuff I want to watch, but now it's just filled with Minecraft videos. That's going to cause the next apocalypse. Minecraft can be fun to watch sometimes. Yeah, I think this works right. Yeah, it lets me save an empty file too. That'd be the only other thing that I would be concerned about. Okay, cool. Save file, new name. Allow saving a file with a new name. Ding dong ditching you seems like a funny thing to do. I mean, it would be funny. Most of the time what it is, or at least what it's been in the past, is people trying to deliver food and like not knowing where the right door is. Oh, of course MindPie's mad. Uh, 501, incompatible types and assignment, none. Oh, this has to be optional, stir. Wait, how do I annotate that? I guess I can do it this way. Oh, and this still supports 3.6. Should I just drop 3.6? When is 3.6 end of life? Python 3.6 end of life. December. Wake me up when September. Okay, so we got 3 more months of 3.6. I could just drop it, right? It's my own text editor, right? Right? Codeblue says, have you done any work with using Python as a wrapper for Minecraft? I have. I once wrote a server manager in Python. It's not very good, but it basically did like chat logging and some basic commands, and it was before I really realized that like systemd kind of did all the things that I wanted to do. But no, it says, Adpocalypse, you know the thing that tanked ad revenue on YouTube and it still hasn't recovered? Yeah, that's true. Ahmed says, why not use tmux? Because it makes me slower and it's really annoying to copy and paste text out of. And tabs in a terminal emulator works fine for me. I do know how to use tmux and I use it sometimes. But I don't use it for general development because I don't think it makes me better. Yeah, why bother when the terminal emulator can do it? Yeah, exactly. 3.6 is dead, long live feature annotations. Yeah, that would be the reason to upgrade. That would be the reason to upgrade. So I don't have to do this shit. Should we? I think we can. We'll do that in another patch. What was the other thing that it changed? Oh, we had an extra space there. Allow saving a file with a new name. One main reason to use tmux sync panes. Yeah, it's true. That's why I've got this video. Hey, thank you for the bits, silly buttons, for the Vim feature. Wait, actually, I think this bypasses the oh, it doesn't. Okay. Babi bypasses it when I'm in this directory, but otherwise it doesn't. Dark Diamond says I don't use terminals. Wait, what? Wes term is kind of cool. It pretty much as the team has tmux built in. Oh yeah, I've seen terminals that do this. Terminal emulators that do this. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of neat. You write so much code, but you never use any LSP or any sort of autocomplete. Pretty incredible. Well, I have like a partial photographic memory, and I don't know all the things that are going on for the most part. I think I would be more effective if I had top complete, but I haven't implemented it yet, so shrugs. Shrugs. When you memorize the entire standard lib through code reviews, you no longer need autocomplete. I mean, yes and no. Is it inappropriate to drop Vim cheers while working on babbing? No, it's fine. I could use Vim while babbing. Do you really have a photographic memory? Yeah, partial photographic, selective photographic memory. I don't remember everything, but if I want to remember it, I will. Except I'm really bad about faces. Python falls on the face of the earth tomorrow. What is your next language? Any of them? It doesn't really matter. I don't really like Python that much anyway. Just happens to be what I use at the moment. All you really need is reduce and eval. No. No. Hey, what's up, Outdated Vision? Hello. Tab complete stream today. I think tab complete's gonna be like a 6-month project. Kevin says, I saw this Hacker News article about some AI actually writing its own code in Python. The title was so damn clickbaity as well. First AI writes its own source code. Humans should be scared. And then I saw the demo video and yeah, we're safe. Yeah, it doesn't surprise. These like AI writing code things, they're all fairly bad. How much of your success as a programmer will you attribute to your memory? I think you can be successful without a good memory. I don't know how to attribute a percentage though, because I don't know what it's like without this. I only have my own personal experiences. But like, and in a way, like my memory has only helped me because I have found the docs in the first place and then learned them and move forward. And like the biggest part of programming is figuring out how to help yourself. Melky's here. Kapow! Good to see you, Melky. How are you doing? Robotic Head says, good 4 a.m. in the morning. How are you doing, Robotic Head? Sorry it's such an awkward time for you. Sparkster Summon says, I drill Anki. I don't know what that is. For stuff that needs to be hard-coded in my head. I see. Popper Gollison. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Good memory is everything. I know because I don't have a good one. You can learn so much more if you can retain it. That's kind of true. Melky with the bongos, of course. Bongos are so good. So good. You're so regular working at stuff. Maybe it's your tenacity. I mean, that's certainly a big part of it. Celestial Blue says, my headphones suck. I can barely hear the stream over the noise around me. How long are you planning to go for? Hopefully I'll hear more when I head home. I don't know. We're gonna go until I don't feel like streaming anymore. Oh my god, it has already been 2 hours. That's crazy. I feel like we haven't really done anything yet. Bongers are the best, yes. Anki is a popular program for space repetition. Oh, cool. Best part of this, they said say hello world and the program outputted hello world as expected. Then they said say hello world with empathy and the program outputted hello world with empathy, followed by the presenter saying, well, it's not wrong. Yikes. Sasha Hayer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully your day is going well. And Grillshaj. Thank you for the follow. Sorry if I mispronounced. Just running our test suite. Oh, I should have ran. It's much faster to run the test suite locally because the GitHub Actions machines are kind of slow. It's the best emote? Yeah, 100%. 100%. All med students use Anki to survive med school. Yeah, I actually wrote my own. I don't think it works anymore. Yeah, I know it doesn't work anymore because it was written in PHP. I think the code is still there. Nope. But I wrote a like vocab quiz PHP script thing, which got me through pre-med. PHP is bad, but what's the PHP? I assume it is slightly basic. Hold on, I'm gonna search this off screen in case there's just like surprising penises. Oh, it's actually slightly acidic. Slightly acidic. Interesting. I guess that makes sense, because CONH32. Yeah, that makes sense. Can lose those hydrogens. I guess it's more that it's a electron donator than actually a launched to Browley base or acid. Yeah. Sometimes I wish my day job was this fun. Everything felt like this when I was 19 years old, just starting out. Yeah. I did do pre-med knowledge. And then I walked out of a class where a professor made us buy his book, and then all he did during lectures was recite from his published papers. And I was just like, bro, I don't give a shit. Bye, peace. I still got an A- in the class, but which is amazing because I walked out like 2/3 the way through the actual course. Okay, so those are uncovered because they're not checked in. That's fine. Maniakosman says, "Is that a VM?" It is. If you want to learn more about my setup, you can check out here. Kodako with the big raid. How are you doing, Kodako? What were you working on today? Welcome to the stream, Raiders. Bank drop, right, Creative Null? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Anthony. I primarily work in Python on open source stuff. Today we are working on my text editor, which we have not worked on in a while. The thing that we just fixed is opening a file, and then this is the old behavior. So you could try and save as a new file, and it would error before. So we have fixed this behavior. So now if you use my in development version and we save to a new file, it works. So that was one of the things that we did today. And now we're gonna try and, well, once we merge this, because tests are still running. The next thing we're gonna try and look at is fixing C++ syntax outlining, which I don't know why it's bugging like this. It might be inherited from VS Code, but we'll see. We'll try and fix it. Kodako says, working on Code Guesser, you drop to a random file from GitHub and have to guess what repo it is. Yo, that sounds so cool. That sounds really cool. Yalu, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And Silly Buttons, thank you for another gift sub to Alpha HSL at 2 months. How does that work? Like, there's so many repos on GitHub. Do you like filter it to a particular top chunk of repositories? And Silly Buns has given 50 bits, so now if I use my text editor, it instead opens Vim. Currently just 6 repos, but planning like top 1,000. Oh, that's pretty cool. You get points for like guessing the programming language at least, because I feel like that should be the first part, and then like bonus points for like getting the exact repo. Because unless you're familiar with a lot of repos, that seems really hard. Fahado Samara, hello, welcome. But yeah, for those of you that don't know me, I work on a lot of Python open source. Some projects that you might have heard of that I maintain are PyTest, Flake8, Talks, Precommit, PyUpgrade, PyFlakes, PyCodeStyle, all repos, Dead Snakes, libsass Python, and a whole bunch more. I really like linting, code formatting, testing, developer productivity, and those sorts of things. And so that's what most of my stuff that I work on is about. And today we're working on my text editor, which we haven't worked on in a while. And it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. No points currently, just streaks. Some things to help, like seeing the file path and being able to fuzzy find. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Kind of like the you know, like the over under games. Those sorts of things. The language is always marked down because of the reamd. Ah, I see. I see. Jokes on you, I don't write reamds. With comments and importing a path and fuzzy finding of repos, it's easier than you'd think at the moment. Makes sense, makes sense. Ace the Hill, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wait, am I free from Vim? I kind of cheesed you out of that one, silly buns. I'll open Vim on the next thing that we edit. Kevin, thank you for the bits. Wait, are you fighting for bits leadership? Oh my god, there's been a lot of bits this month. Holy shit. Well, it's all that Vim from Silly Buttons. Time for bottle 2, says Silly Buttons? Holy shit, you can drink way more than I can barely drink a bottle of wine. And you've had a bottle of wine in like an hour and a half, which is crazy. Is it live or open source? Neither at the moment. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully in the future we'll be able to play it. That sounds fun. Okay. This should be mergeable by now, please. PyPy takes forever. We might just YOLO merge it. Oh, it's almost done. It has to do these files still. Yeah, PyPy's a lot slower for the test suite because it's run with coverage, and coverage in PyPy. So coverage injects bytecode in between each. Oh, why is the keyboard cam off? Oh. It's not supposed to be off. Did the camera die? I wasn't surprised. This camera's fucking old. Let me figure it out. Boom. Well, it still thinks it. That fix it? I don't think that fixed it. Oh. Oh! Hey! It lives! Alright, we fixed it. Keyboard cam's back. I didn't notice it was gone the whole stream. It was on earlier. Would like see play him off keyboard cam? Yeah. I heard the beep beep boop. Meister Dive says, have you worked on fuzz testing? I've used some fuzz testers, like I've used Google's one. And I've worked with mutation testing, which is similar to fuzz testing, but not quite. But yeah, something like that. South African wine. Ooh, that sounds good. How you doing, Journey in AI? But yeah, keyboard game's back. David Herman, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Property-based testing is nice. Yeah, the tricky thing with property testing is it tends to be kind of slow. But she says, what do you use to test your Terraform? I actually don't really test my Terraform at all. I mostly just look at the plans when I run it. I don't know how you would test it. I have seen, actually, now that you mentioned that, I have seen some Terraform testing in the past, but mine is so simple that there's, well, it's so simple, and then, you know, there's 49 files here. I don't know, I just am usually pretty diligent about when I roll it out and like double check all of the side effects. GPeth, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Or is it GPETH? Are you one of those buttcoiners? Jenny AI says, I'm good, thanks. Glad I can catch a stream. Cool. Well, it's good to see you again. It's a fez tester. It's random testing plus genetic algorithm combined, mutates semi-randomly. If you find new coverage, you add a test file to a corpus. Yeah. Yep. Or generally, I mean, the most common use for fuzz testing is to throw it at C programs and find seg faults and crashes. But yeah. Humble God, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. What was your motivation for writing Babi when you were already an expert at Nano? So I go over this a little bit in the video about Babi, but the TLDR is kind of three things. I wanted an excuse to learn curses. Nano removed my favorite feature, which is code formatters, which I still haven't implemented in Babi yet. We'll do that at some point. But they removed the feature. And I didn't want it, like, I wanted something that I can easily hack on. And I have contributed to Nano, so like if you ever run Nano, you are running code that I have written. But hacking on C is not fun. And Nano has no tests and is like a giant pile of global variables. So it's like not easy to modify and contribute to. So I wasn't really happy working on it, but yeah, that was kind of the reasons there. You look into Terra tests, it's great, but all the tests are written in Go. I mean, writing Go's fine. I guess the blue fidget toy, little spinnery. I also have other fidget toys like, you know, classic fidget spinner, broken classic fidget spinner. One of these doesn't have its LED in it, so it's weighted funnily. You can see it always goes to that direction. But it like, you can't really see it on camera, but it like vibrates when you spin it. Oh, it feels so good. And then I have the original fidget cube, the one from the Kickstarter, which has all of the nice things on it. There's a large code bases with no test. Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's crazy. Celestia Boost says, there a code formatter, like something that automatically puts in the lines and spaces according to PEP? Yeah, there's a few of them. There's AutoPep8, there's Black, there's YAPF. Those are the three most common ones. YAPF is incredibly slow. I would not recommend using it. I use AutoPep8 myself. Black's very good though. Then Kami says, if you were doing it again, would you write Babi in Rust? Maybe if I wanted to learn Rust, but I don't think I'm going to ever write another text editor. Although there is a meme that I will rewrite Babi in Rust, so maybe it happened. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Every time it says, hey, new hire, this is a 100,000 line code base. It has no test. Now go edit this one line of code without sweating. I mean, maybe it's exaggerating a little bit, but working at Yelp was kind of like that. Here's this 5 million line code base. Our test coverage is like 40%. Good luck, have fun. Don't break the site. But for speed benefits, I mean, Babi is already fairly fast. You know, like this renders essentially instantly, and you know, there's not much noticeable lag here. And in fact, I have a profiler that shows how unnoticeable it is. So if we do perf log, and then, you know, type some stuff, undo, redo, etc. Log will tell me how many microseconds each of the things takes. So it's like 1 millisecond per render cycle at the moment, which is, you know, what, 100 FPS, 1000 FPS. That's probably closer to like 800 FPS, but like it's fast enough that you would never notice it. The only like really slow part about Babi is really long lines. It doesn't really care about anything other than that. And even with large, like you say large files, yes, it does load the whole file in memory, which is kind of slow. But a faster programming language isn't going to improve your I/O speed. Like, let's see. Let's find my longest Python file. Xars wc-l sort tail 5. It's like gonna have to be head 5. Oh. Head 5, not tail 5. Head 5. Okay, so this is, well, that file doesn't really count. Let's do this one. And you can see, you know, it's a big file, but it loads it almost instantly. The one thing that is a little bit slow is if I jump to the end of the file, it has to highlight the whole file, so it's a little bit slower. But and I have plans to fix that. Like I could do highlighting in the background, such that, you know, generally, like it's very rare that you open a file and immediately jump to the end, and that's kind of the worst case scenario. But it also, yeah, it also wasn't that slow. It's noticeable. Like I can put my hands up before it completes, but it's still pretty fast. But yeah. Looks like you know the next thing you're working on today. I'm not rewriting in Rust today. That's not happening. Break the site. That's what I do the best. I mean, that's what everyone does. Just how things go. Neogen tree sitter is pretty nice and fast for that. I'm not using tree sitter. I'm using TextMate highlighting, similar to VS Code. Meister Knife says, how do you make your living? Currently, I am a staff software engineer at Stripe, where I work on Python infrastructure at the moment. Tree sitter, I believe, is written in Rust. Java Love says, I'm doing my first code test for position as a C# developer and nervous as fuck to even open it. I mean, just go for it. Shouldn't be that bad. He makes billions off Twitch. I make fuck all from Twitch. I don't make much money from Twitch, like at all. But I do it for fun. Yeah, I make these 51 bits over and over. Dollar. Thanks, TTS. Okay, so this should be done, and then we can merge, and then we can work on the next thing, which is trying to figure out. Oh, actually, we're gonna drop Python 3.6, weren't we? Yeah? Drop Python 3.6? Yeah? Does that seem fine? It's my own thing. I can do whatever I want, right? I kind of wanted to do these all at the same. Oh, right, we're in babi. Okay, so we're going to go to. Let's see. No, Flake8 typing imports. I want to see what's not available in 3.7.0. Actually. Because I know name tuple was broken in 3.7. Let's see. 3.7.1. Nope. 3.7.2 was ordered dict. Don't care about. 7.4 is forward ref, which we don't care about. Sorry about all the dings. Okay, so just order dict. I don't really care about that. So we can just do 3.7. And then place 3.6 with 3.7. I don't know if this is going to change anything. That might not change anything. That might actually be an error. Well, the Brigament should just fix it for me. Theory. What is Stripe's company about? They do money movements. Yeah. There's no 3.7 there. 6. What does working on Python infrastructure mean? Work on backend or the infra? Hello? Why, you know? Why did you change to this? Oh, probably because of... I build tools and software for other developers that write code in Python. Robotic Cat says I'm gonna try and sleep. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. There's also you have fell for the dick sword. Yeah, it is intentional. It's kind of a meme in the channel, but also it gets people to accidentally engage, like yourself. And more engagement means more. I don't know. It's kind of a joke. I typoed Discord so many times that I just say dick sword, and yeah, down the rabbit hole we go. It says fun puzzle. He said, now I'm down this rabbit hole. This Rust? Yeah, this is Rust. You are making. Holy shit. This is quite a lot of typing just to say self.paths.next. It's mostly a Willie's joke. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's look at what got automatically changed here. So we basically did these changes manually, then everything else, oh, and this changed manually, then everything else is automatic. Really nothing changed? Oh, because we want to do add import from future import annotations. That'll get us the next chunk of things. Yeah, there we go. Hey, what's up, Dip Dip? Hello, hello, welcome back. I'm doing well. How are you? Eggs Benedict. Yeah. Not sure if is the face that I'm making right now. Take my bits for the joke. Thank you for the bits, Exersalza. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see what it changed now. Okay, so we're gonna add from future import annotations to a lot of stuff. It's gonna change this to tuple. Oh, nice. Gets rid of the quoting too. Oh, the forward reference and stuff. Oh man, from future import annotations is real nice. I am a big fan. Big fan. What a weird type. Nullable int sequences. Don't know what that's about. I don't remember what that member does because it's been so long that we've worked on this. But oh, this is very nice. Very nice. Dang it, now I gotta use Vim. But I think for the most part this is just gonna do this, but we're gonna have to clean up a bunch of imports. This again, and it'll complain about a bunch of files, and then we'll open up Vim for you. Let's see. Oh, it did 2 rounds. Why did you have to do this twice? Oh, I don't know what thing it did twice here. Selling buttons. Thank you for more bits. Mr. Ceviche, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Or is it Ceviche? How you doing? Cool Freeze, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Tip Tip says, I'm good. I was watching your videos about double import. Nice, cool. Kublu says, have you used cheat sheet? I have not, but I have seen it and it seems fine. Dip Dip says, I'm pissed with a Python tool that's giving some bad time with that issue. But it is life. Yeah, it's true, it's true. You're French. Well, welcome to the stream, Cool Freeze. We have a few French people in the chat. I wonder what the second thing it rewrote here. I guess we can run and run this on that file and then see what it does the second time. Something that takes 2 rounds to. Oh. Huh. Oh, because this was quoted before. Probably. That was quoted before, so it has to unquote it once and then it down cases it. That makes sense. All right. Even if we're out of Vim, I owe you some, so we're gonna do that. Thank you, Extra Salsa. Thank you, appreciate that. Java Love says time for some energy boost, or as my kids say, adult beverage. When you don't drink alcohol, that's the only adult beverages in the house. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I think for the most part we're able to just delete list, optional, and tuple. Oh, wait. Protocol is new in 3.8, so we can't actually do this. Sads. You do not speak French? I don't speak French. I don't know what you're saying, though. LVQ. Oh, we gotta do N. Right. So we shouldn't need this anymore. Oh, we also don't need you. Cool. And if we drop 3.7, we could get rid of this entire file. All right. WN. WN. Can I do it like that? Oh, I can. Look at that. Oops, wrong one. WN. Exersalsa also subscribed. Thank you for your subscription, Exersalsa. Hopefully you're doing well. And thank you again for all of the bits and for showing up to the stream and accepting my silly joke. Yeah, fine. WN. Dict list frozen set optional tuple. Oh, except we need tuple because tuple's used down here. that would be pretty wild. I think this is all just gonna be Vim because I started all of them with one command. But yeah, that would be pretty wild. Is that an omelet with cheese? I can say French. Paris, baguette, garage. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need dict or lists. List optional tuple. Oh, look at this, new in Python 3.7. Oh god, what have I done? Curses.I italic. Work. It's pretty funny given how French the name is, though. Alright. Switch into water. Right. Okay, that file should be good. A lot of files here. Here's the optional tuple. Stupid circular references. optional tuple. List optional tuple union. Unless we have a type annotation. No, we're good. Optional. Dict optional tuple. Oh, we're into the tests. What? What did it error about? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? None, because they don't have thumbs. Wait, I don't know. Oh, Bang Today is out of date? Yeah, that's true. Bang Today, working on the text editor. Hey. Fixed. Hey, what's up, TwanHH? Hello, hello. Is A underscore italic? Wait, did I fuck it up? You're right, it's A underscore italic. Wait, you have more bits, Extra Salsa? Did you re-up your bits? Did you re-up your bits? Yeah, it is A italic, you're right. You are right. I got all flustered while writing that out. Trying to do the thing that triggers the right alias. Union is not needed. Java Love, you changed the casing of your name. But we got more to handle here. Alright, let us run the test suite. See what happens. I found €4 in PayPal. Nice, nice. It's a good investment? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Hey, what's up, Binary Sloth? Hello, hello. Goldfrey says, what is your project? The text editor that you see me using. Well, I was using Vim for a bit because punishment. But this text editor, I wrote, and we're working on it right now. But yeah, I wrote a text editor from scratch because reasons. More like you do with a variable, have some Java jokes. Yeah, it's true, Java Love. What do you use Python for? I do all sorts of stuff with Python. Most of the stuff that I work on is linters, code. Most stuff I work on is code formatters, testing, linters, automation tools like that. So if you've heard of PyTest or Flake8 or Tox or Precommit or PyFlakes or PyUpgrade or any number of similar tools, those are things that I work on. Because you feel guilty for using a noob editor? Yeah. What's the -u flag for get add? Fuck. Check out this video, but what get add -u does is it adds the shoe. What it does is it adds files which have been previously part of the index, and it ignores all of the rest of stuff that's just chilling out here. MET Ant, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Dirty Duba says, what game language should I use for a game engine? Depends on what you want to do. Yeah, because y'all keep forcing me to use Vim. Okay, so that looks good. Py 3.6. Python 3.6. I like using commit-vv. What is verbose doing? And oh, unified diff between the head commit and what would be committed at the bottom of the commit message. Oh, that's cool. Did not know about that. All right, so now we're gonna try and debug why comments look funny in C++. Over 500 tests at a normal amount in a proper product. So some of the tests are doubled. Like most of these, all of these features tests are doubled. So everything except for these, I mean, there's a lot of tests without that, but these are all doubled. I have a real runner, which actually spins up the text editor in tmux and interacts with tmux to run through all the commands and validate that they work. And then I have a cheatsy in-process runner, which pretends to be a terminal. I have two separate ones because the tmux one is pretty slow, because starting tmux and doing spin loops to wait for particular situations to happen is kind of slow. So my in-process one is for quicker debugging, and it's in process, so I can actually set breakpoints and stuff instead of not being able to do that in tmux. So yeah, I have my own curses emulator that I wrote. I had a coworker who ended working for us, changed all the variables he had written to A to Z instead of naming. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Define Evil? Welcome to the stream. Who says, you seem awesome. I might be awesome. Stick around and find out. Negative IQ viewer, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hopefully you are doing well. Oh, I opened the tab twice. Alright, let's look what we got here. So we're adding annotations. And we're bumping to 3.7. And we clean up a bunch of stuff in here. I should search if there's any other get errors. Nope, only in the tests and in the oh yeah. This is for doing my theming stuff. Celestial Blue says that's evil and hilarious. Wait, which thing? Which thing is evil and hilarious? This is so nice. I don't know why I put the parameters like this. I should probably put this on their own lines. Similar to this. But yeah, this patch looks pretty good. Ooh, a lot of changes in this file. That makes sense because this has the highlighting is the most complicated part of this code. So doesn't surprise that and most of the time that's gone into the editor has been implementing the highlighting. And I don't like debugging it, but we're going to debug the highlighter in a bit to figure out what's wrong with C++. Unless VS Code also renders it the same way. And then we don't have to do any debugging. Which would be sick! But I don't know if that's going to happen. Dino says, I assume you'll be happy here. Ohio State is down 28-14. What? Yo! Get fucked. Michigan doesn't play until 8 p.m. though, and they're playing a hard school, so we'll see what happens with that too. That's pretty pog. Is it harder to read variable names with the wrong name or with A to Z variable names? I need to quit my job. That's just evil, man. Either way. I don't know. Some people suck at naming variables. I mean, I read data science code all day, so it's just NP this and PD that, and they've started doing it for internal module names too, so it's just like QS something, and I'm like, what the fuck is QS? I have no idea. Like, type out the, like, either get better at typing, and so you can type it fast enough, or use an editor that has tab complete, and then stop making it harder to maintain the code. But that's a battle I will never win. I'm never going to be able to convince people to not do shitty things in code, especially at work. I can at least do it in my own projects, but Fighting that battle at work is a losing battle. This is an interesting return value. Triple union. Stir none, something else. I guess it's stir none or an enum, so it's not terrible. Jupyter Notebooks don't have tab complete? I thought that was the whole point. I thought that was the whole point of like Jupyter Notebooks was that they did have tab complete, so you don't need nice editor features. Vimdiff for the win. Using that as your get diff tool is nice. Yeah, I actually don't really like Vimdiff personally, but that's just me. I thought OSU is the game OSU. I was kind of a bit confused. Oh yeah, no, it's Ohio State. Get blame, get revert. Yeah, that would be the easiest way to fix it if it's in version control, but that might be a big lift for some companies. Silly buttons. Oh no. Coolphrase says, what is your framework? What do you mean? QS is quicksort, obviously. QS is jobs query. Cat Peasant has the right answer there. They minimal completion, but it's like, but it isn't like jump to definition. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Some people's editors give like really weird auto completions. Like they'll import a very common name, like nd array, and they'll do like from numpy.thing.thing.thing import nd array as nda, and it's like, cool, we're never gonna be able to find. Well, one, that's gonna break when we upgrade numpy, but two, like what the fuck is nda? This is pretty cool. I am fairly happy with what PyUpgrade did here. Did I press the button? Oh, I didn't even press the button. Gross. I was waiting on stuff. Alright, let's take a look at this patch. Assuming that, oops, that's not what I did. Assuming that they are still here. Yes. Got it. Okay, so what this patch is doing, I guess we can show the tests, and that'll do that first. You are here, perfect. Well, we're gonna review your code real quickly. What this does is it allows you to, or what this update does is it changes comparisons with two length tuples, whereas previously it was just single length tuples. And so now it'll auto write more more version branches than before. Sleepman says you have to send the AWC video on site packages for him to understand it, and then looking at Python files via Jupyter just isn't a good experience. Yeah. 324B2L says, what are you replacing the typing library with? I have not seen that before. So, in Python 3.9, there was added support for just using generics with the built-in types, so you don't need to import from typing. And in Python 3.10, there was support added for type unioning via the pipe operator. You don't need to import union or optional for this. And so it's just replacing it with those. And since it's using from future import annotations, they don't get evaluated at runtime. Only MyPy needs to understand it, not the actual runtime. Because type annotations are just, they're fancy comments. But yeah, that's what I was doing with that update there. Okay, but these are the no ops. Let's look at the non-no ops. So you can see, like, if you have less than or equal to, I guess that's the same as greater than 3.6. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, so this is the types of rewrites that'll happen here. MBDev's framework for developing notebooks. Oh, I don't actually know what people use for notebooks. That's right. I don't pay that much attention to the notebook development. I'm mostly just the actual core Python and deployment stuff. Dependency management, linting, code formatting, that sort of stuff. making sure that the test runner works and completes in time, which has been a real struggle lately. People keep making the test slower and slower, and I have to speed them up every couple weeks. Like someone's patch recently, and I don't know why, made the entire test suite like 40% slower. It makes no sense. It's technically under our SLA, but it's like I worked really hard to get it down to 3 minutes, and now it's at 4.5 again. So I gotta go back and fix that. Okay, yeah, but the test looks fine. Let's look at the actual behavior. Oh, and this test got moved because it's now implemented. Though I think this test is still here. I think this still works. Well, this test probably still passes, right, Neutrino Ceros? Because 3 was being passed in here, so this should still get left alone. Question mark? No, it doesn't? Why doesn't it? That test broke? You can type anything, Exersalsa, and it will say it through TTS. Thank you for the bits. The test broke. Neutrino Ceros. I'm gonna have to type it again. Nope, we're just gonna copy and paste. This one? Yeah. Why did that not work? Why did it not triple dot? Free thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, that's why it didn't do that. Okay. I am curious about this. This seems to pass to me. Looks fine to me. The reason it passes is because this is specifically talking about 3.6, and then down here the min version is 3. But I think the test is still correct because, you know, this says 3.0 and this is 3.6. So I think this is fine. I would put that back. I guess question: do you want me to fix your code, or do you want to fix your code? Because I can good code change like a ghost if you want. now the bits are gone. Exersalsa, thank you for all the bits. I really appreciate it. Feel free to. Okay. I'm gonna squash your commits too. Wait, how did you get more? Oh, you already squashed it for me. Easier then. I was not ready for Vim in the Git editor. That really threw me off there. Okay, so that'll fix this. Now we actually look at the tests up here, or the implementation. Okay, so what this was originally checking is 3, and they're all zeros. And now what it's doing can we simplify this? How would I simplify this? Babi over Vim. Babi over... Yeah, as you're forcing me to use Vim, Exersalsa. It'd be fun to see helping with someone's code or debugging. I mean, I do code reviews on stream fairly often. If people redeem the channel points for them. And I debug other people's code too. Is debugging harder or simpler in Python? It's about the same as in any language, I would say. The built-in debugger is fairly nice, although debugging in Go kind of sucks, from what I've seen. So I have an idea about this. I don't know whether it's correct or not, but I think we can just leave this as 1. Leave that as 1 and trim off the zeros on this on the end. And then compare the two tuples. Like you'll either have 3, 0 or you'll have 3n. I think. Wait, why did it filter this? Is DEP something that's lewd that I don't know? What the fuck did it filter that for? What did Twitch's filter think that was? There's some like urban dictionary for this? Urban dictionary dep. That has a lot of upvotes. The word deep was formerly definable as a listed adjective in every dictionary known to man. However, dep is now defined as an entertainer that is conquering the music industry. I have no idea. I don't know why I filtered that. Elementer, you ran into an error. I installed Babi on my laptop, and so this is what it shows when I try to get a color theme. Oh, you need to make sure that directory. Wait, what? Cannot find path because it does not exist. Yeah, just make that directory. You shouldn't need to do it as admin though. You should be able to just make that directory. What's your opinion on how the dependency upgrade was handled? Oh, this is AWS garbage as usual. Christ. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I guess it's locals. Who cares? It's extras. Who gives a shit? But this is never the right answer. Why did they do that? Remove disable buffering. I don't know. The AWS people don't really. I don't know. Is the most AWS? No, it isn't needed. Wait, it is needed? What? No, it is. You don't install it. You need the extra. You can't run this package like normal. You can just install all the dependencies separately without having the extra. I love when people don't understand the put an X in the brackets. Oh yeah, the checkboxes thing. Yeah, and sometimes they end up with like X space. Did this person do X space? Yeah. Oh. So close, yet so far away. I had theme.json with VS Code theme.json code paste and I can't see colors. And it works fine for me. Yeah, like I have colors here. Oh, you fucked that up. Oh, that's you, silly buns. Oh, I see. Is there config file? No, there isn't a config file. Just rely it on the system. Um, yeah. So let's do blue. What happens if you type Alt 3 on a terminal? What does it print? Because my guess is it just does nothing. I would be surprised if it put the octothorpe there. I was mostly curious if they had dependabot. Probably not. They probably do not. This seems fine. It seems a little bit weird, so I'm gonna maybe look at refactoring this and see if we can make it better. Yeah, this will always be true. This could actually just be tuple int int. I don't think we're ever gonna have two length versions. Int version greater than 3 and this. And this is this down here. Equals to or compared to 3 or any oh, it's just looking for anything below. That's... Look, there's gotta be a better way to do this. That seems fine. And this is the same thing, but in the other way. How do you get the largest version, though? Oh, I guess you don't need to. Right. Because larger things don't change. Fix that. Okay. That seems fine. See if there's a way we can make this better, though. It does nothing. If I have option as meta key disabled in the settings, it works. If I have that ticked, which I need so I can use babi shortcuts, then the octothorpe doesn't show. If it does nothing, then I think babi is doing the right behavior. Like if you were to do echo hi octothorpe hello, like typing that on your keyboard, you wouldn't be able to type this, right? Journey AI says, man, I miss coding at work. These days, doing so much management and coordination work. Yeah, I know that feel. All right, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. I got my water. There we go. I'm playing Babi here is probably quite a niche case. Yeah, a little weird. It's a little weird. At least you can still jump in on a feature and complete it in 15 minutes when somebody has been doing it for 2 months. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Crow with the W3 Schools link. We already had a beer on stream. We already had a beer today. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to drop it from the CI config. Oh no, and this is old PyPy. Oh no. Hmm. Oh, down the rabbit hole we go, chat. How do I do this? Wow, this is Python 3.5 support. That's really old. Change this to 3.7? Is that how that works? Maybe? Use PyPy 3.7. Paul X says, can someone explain to me what this expand version branches does? So PyUpgrade is a tool. We'll have to update the docs anyway as well. PyUpgrade is a tool that can take a lot of syntaxes and upgrade them for you. Some examples of the things that it does are like take old set literals and make new ones, you know, getting rid of comprehensions to make set comprehensions, that sort of stuff. Classy Cat with the rain. Hello, Classy Cat. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. How are y'all doing today? What were you working on today, Classy Cat? One sec while I greet the Raiders, and then we'll get back to that explanation. My name is Anthony. I primarily work on Python stuff in open source, and I maintain a bunch of tools that you might have heard of, such as Talks, Precommit, PyTest, Flake8, PyFlakes, PyUpgrade, Dead Snakes, a bunch of other stuff like that. So I mostly work in Python on open source. Today we are working on my text editor, which is written in Python. We're trying to make a widget dashboard library. Ooh, that sounds cool. Is that in like TypeScript or JavaScript, or what are you working on? What language are you in? I guess I should follow your account so that I can check out your stream, because I have not seen you in chat before. I will follow, and then I can check out your stream. And Classic Cat is followed. Thank you for the follow. And Aiden Bennett Live, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. TypeScript, nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We are working on my text editor today, which is written in Python. For better or worse, I wrote my own text editor. It is loosely based on Nano, so I still type Nano on the terminal because I have not fixed my brain wiring to unlearn the muscle memory for that. Or Neil and Bruben, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Came in from the raid, I assume. But yeah, we're working on my text editor today, trying to fix a few little bugs. I haven't worked on it in like 6 months, so I'm a little bit still trying to figure out how things work a little bit. And right now we're down a rabbit hole from trying to drop an old version of Python, and CI is not exactly happy about that, so we're doing that. Yeah, so the explanation from who asked the question? Powell, who's asking about what PyUpgrade is. So what PyUpgrade does is it upgrades Python syntax for you automatically, basically trying to get you to use newer and faster and better syntaxes. So this is the old way to write set comprehensions, and this is the new way to write set comprehensions. And it has support for a whole bunch of different things. And one of the things that it does is comparisons for Python 2 and Python 3 branches. Silly Buttons, thank you for the bits. I have to pick up my card from the bar, so later. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for forcing more Vim on me. But yeah, one of the current features it has is if it detects a branch that's dead code because you only support a particular set of versions, it will remove this chunk and dedent this line. So you can see like this happens here. But currently it only understands Python 2, Python 3, and exactly Python 3. And it's the drop song, chat. And so what this branch here is doing is it's extending that to support more versions. So instead of just being 3, it'll also support like 3.x. Anthony has a split keyboard. It's true. It's true. Split keyboards aren't for everyone though, so I don't understand if you're not a fan, Classy Cat. Or do you have a split keyboard, Classy Cat? Oh yeah, we're seeing if this works. Not. Does the error message tell us something though? Hello? Versions in hosted tool cache. What? Gotta love when the error message links to something that's dead. Well then, Python talks. Maybe it's PyPy. Oh, we're in Vim, right? I got forced into Vim. PyPy dash. Let's try that. Oh shit, this is Vim. Thanks a lot, great explanation. Yeah, well, I'm glad it helped. I got a Moonlander, then gave up because I'm weak. The Moonlander's so fucking hard to type on. I can't even type on a Moonlander. They're it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Hello Mound, hello, welcome to the stream. Gave up because I'm weak. Now I have a half a Moonlander as a $400 macro pack. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty funny. Vinicius Soneri. I definitely said that wrong, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Is Azure DevOps free to use? Yes, for open source. CubeCTL says, ooh, new haircut. I got a haircut like a month ago. Welcome back, good to see you. Wait, Silly Buttons, I thought you were leaving. No, I appreciate the bets. Let's see, did that work? Please. Nope. Work either. Look, how am I supposed to do this? Let's see, use Python version PyPy. Azure Pipelines. So Azure Pipelines has stagnated a bit because oops. Hello? Because GitHub Actions has kind of taken over as the primary one. So yeah. Oh, use flavor? Oh, main alternative. That's not how it worked, I guess. Why don't we support more side-by-side Python versions? We could add syntax like this, but it would do some additional work. That was 2 years ago. Let's see if we search PyPy in here, if we get anything. Doesn't look good. There may not be a PyPy that is new enough. This is 352. Really old. This is the error message that we just got. Oh. Use PyPy. Oh man. Oh yeah, they've hard coded it here. Oh, that sucks. Bleh. That's annoying. Okay, well, I guess we're just dropping PyPy for now then. Which is fine, I guess. It's a bummer, but I guess that's what I get for not using GitHub Actions and still using Azure Pipelines. But Azure Pipelines is nicer for everything else, though. Oh my. Missed some stuff. Stahl says, I think I'm pretty comfortable with Python, but somehow I cannot grab some of the hard stuff. Do you think it is good for learning to program some libraries for myself? I think the best way to learn anything is to force yourself to write stuff for it. Like I'm very much a project-based learner, so I like to come up with an idea and then make it happen. And that's usually when I learn the best, because I force myself to learn the necessary technology to actually implement the thing. So yeah, I think like project-based learning is good. Exer Salsa. Wait, did you get all the way to 1K bits? That's crazy. But thank you for stopping by. Appreciate your contributions, and I will see you around in the future. Have a good one, Exer Salsa. Vinicius says, hello brother, what's up? Not much. We're writing some code. Classic Cat says, I must take my leave. I have food to make. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you around, Classic Cat. Silly Bun says, I stepped in water from my girlfriend flooding the house last night, so I was changing socks. Oh no. James White says, just needs more Microsoft sponsors with prices that never arrive. Yeah, it's true. What's broken? PyPy 3.7 is not available for whatever reason. Anyone have any idea? I have the dark VS Code theme in babi, but it's not syntax highlighting. Either the language is not supported or the file's not in the right place would be my guess. Johnny Man, hello, welcome. Okay, so that is dead in the water. And this we have to remove PyPy for the moment. Oh, we test on Windows? Crazy. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. I don't want to change that one. Almost did the wrong project. It's like, I'm pretty sure I don't test babi on Windows because Tmux doesn't run there. This makes more sense. That's gonna be useless. Blueberry Dogs 2, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I spelled head wrong. There we go. Expolion says Python World / Python mini projects on GitHub is a cool hub to inspire mini projects. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, my set today still didn't work. Set today, working on my text editor. There we go. Now today is up to date. Babi uses syntax from VS Code, so most grammars are supported. Yeah, if the grammars are installed. So Babi has its own grammar store. because VS Codes is kind of outdated sometimes. Zathrius, hello. Good to see you. Von Duchy says, what is your go-to CI service? I well, for pre-commit, I like pre-commit CI, of course, but a bit biased there. For like normal test CI, I like how Azure Pipelines is set up because I can templatize my CI jobs. GitHub Actions is like a close second, works well. But yeah. Will it have Vim bindings? It has one Vim binding. :Q. So it has some Vim bindings, but no, it's largely based on the keyboard shortcuts of Nano, because that's what I used to use. And in fact, like, I still type Nano on the command line because I have not fixed that muscle memory. But babi was actually named based on Nano, but on a QWERTY keyboard that's not split, if you moved your hand over one key and type Nano, you would get babi, and so that's where the name came from. But yeah, it has a few Vim things, like I think it has like QAll also, maybe. Rolexo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But we're currently dropping Python 3.6 from it at the moment. Typical ADD stream. Let's close some tabs. We got too many tabs open. Okay. Oh, I still want the pipe upgrade tab. Oh wait, it's back to draft. Oh no. Oh, I see. Are you gonna try more things on this, Neutrino Saros? I assume. I don't know what I did. Still working on the pipe upgrade patch. I'm not convinced it can be simpler. Cool, awesome, simpler is great. Sweet. And yeah, you'll need to add something to the reamd when you're done as well. Probably just mention it in the same version branches section in there. Okay, so Alamander, what you can do to figure out where babi is searching code is look at, let's see, where's this come from? User data. All right. So if you do Python and then do Python 3, you'll do Python on Windows. If you do import sys and look at sys.prefix, this plus share/babi is where it's going to look for your syntaxes. And so on Windows, import sys.prefix. So this is where it's going to expect your syntaxes to be installed in. Whereas if you're in a virtual environment, you'll see that it'll look here for the syntaxes. So in this case, there's VM, share, babi, and then grammar v1, and these are all the syntaxes that are supported. So that's how you check whether the syntaxes are there. For the theme, it will always end up in home path config babi theme.json. So this is the file that it'll always look for the theme. And if you download the one that I have from GitHub and stick it in there, you should be good. But this says, sometimes I mistype babi and get vavu. It writes a text editor called vavu. Yeah, right. Neutrino Sierra says, I need to go for now. Thank you for reviewing this live. That was fun. I'll ping you on GitHub again next time I'm satisfied with the patch. Cool, sounds good. Well, thank you for working on this. I really appreciate the contribution. Yeah, that's how that gets hooked up. you can drop additional themes into this directory if you want to, or additional syntaxes. Or not in this directory. Wait, no. Maybe it does go in here. Drugs. Okay, but this can be merged, and then we're gonna look at the C++ syntax commenting thing. Which I'm always concerned whenever looking into that stuff, because it's a little bit messy. Okay. The problem is, if there is a multi-line comment, yeah, this is not getting highlighted properly. Oh, that's teed up high. Of course it's not getting highlighted properly. And that's not getting highlighted properly either. Oh, that's weird. You don't need void in C++, what am I doing? Yeah, that looks weird. The interesting thing is it highlights properly with C, and if I recall correctly, the C and C++ grammars are the same. So I don't know how this is different. Yeah. We get the C and C++ grammars from the same place. My guess is maybe it's this embedded macro thing somehow, which is annoying. But let's see what these look like in VS Code. Because it's possible that VS Code does the same thing and then I don't have to do it. I don't have to do anything. Okay. Fuck. VS Code does these correctly. Damn it. Aw, man. Okay, well, then it's definitely my bug. What is this? Oh, this is when we were playing with, do you remember the keyboard shortcut for Copilot? Alt-Enter? Control-Enter? Nope. Oh, yeah, Control-Enter. There we go. Go Gadget Copilot. Why are you taking so long, Copilot? What are you doing? Hello? Copilot is great. There are definitely no bugs. It is totally working. 100%. Oh yeah, Windows doesn't understand shebangs elementers, so you'll have to do Python space bin/download theme. What the fuck? Why isn't... Hello? Alright, well, clearly Copilot is working great. Okay, but this is fucked, and we need to figure out why. There's something red in the bottom right. Needs an update? Oh yeah, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. That would make sense, Senpause. Okay, but this is messed up, and we need to figure out why. We can just put the scope in here. And then we can figure out at least what it's doing. Yeah, it's hitting the embedded grammar. Why though? Source.cpp.embedded macro. Yeah, and I think that's because of this here. I think if I remove file types from there, it might work. I don't know. I still don't know if that's the problem though. I just suspect that because it's using this embedded macro thing, that's why it's erroring. Because I think comments don't really work so much in macros, or they're likely an error in macros. Yeah, and it's probably just trying to find a new line. Oh, I forgot to put the square brackets back in there. It doesn't. How do I do post-processing here? I think there's only one that has post-processing, which is the Vbscript one. I guess we can just stick it here. Adjust the CPP embedded language to not match file types. If only is none, or I guess we can just try it first. Let's just try it first before we modify anything. We're actually gonna not use we're gonna use this so that it doesn't highlight so slowly. And remove this. God, even nano lags a lot while doing this. Did I just pip install nano? What the fuck did I just install? Oops. That's not what I meant. Sick! It's the fucking macro thing. Okay. Well, that's an easy fix then. I thought this was gonna be more difficult. Yeah, fixed. Easy. Well, now we have to do it the real way, which is to adjust this. Why did I use in? Oh, because it's a list. Yeah. Grammar file name equals osta path on the yoin. What am I doing? Grammar der. Is that what it's called? Share babi source.cpp.embedded. With open file name. Based on the load f. Grammar file types equals this. Course. Davies Villa. That was Via. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. source.cp to handle these file types. And that should allow us to do this. Sisson. Download. Apply our little patch on top of it. Is the macro thing even used? I assume it's used for macros inside of stuff. Cunning Guy says, I showed my boss how to set up pre-commit and now he's advertising to other teams. Nice! One of us. Now get him to use pre-commit CI and pay me. Right? Look at that. Look at that nice little diff in here. Cool. I wonder if the upstream should do this. I will make a proposal. F. Do I have it in my paste buffer? I do. 113 issues. Comment criticism. Oh no. There's a new one. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see, embedded. Related scopes an incorrect macro scope. Should the embedded language include file types? Running into an interesting bug with my text editor, which uses these syntaxes to highlight code. It considers languages based on their root scope names sorted. So unfortunately, has higher priority than this. And as such, it often gets it gets matched or down CPP because embedded grammar includes file types. I'm not sure whether it should or not. And I think it would. And it fixes my problem if I remove file types from the embedded syntax. Wondering if that would be an acceptable patch here. Thanks again for the syntaxes. They've been really useful. Do that, and we'll Unfortunately, we're on self-hosted GitLab. Well, I'll make that work eventually. I have not made it work yet. GitLab is fiddly. Very, very fiddly. Oh, I should have actually included my issue. I totally forgot about doing that. Johnny Man says, I might be alone in this, but I miss your keyboard clicking sounds. Yeah, this new microphone does not pick them up, which is interesting. I mean, we could do this, and then, oh, even then you don't get them. I mean, you can kind of get them, but yeah. Now it says cannot find path share babi. Do you have the grammars installed, Alamander? Earn a script to play typewriter noises? Oh no, that'd be so annoying. I think my other keyboard, you might be able to hear it. These are red, so they're super quiet. Oops, forgot to post my issue. Stupid wiggles. Only way. CPP embedded priority. New file types for source.cpp.embedded.macro. I think what you actually need to do, Alamander, is install babi-grammars. But it should come with babi by default. So how did you install babi in the first place? That's the part that I am confused about. But it should get pulled in automatically. My guess is you're not using a virtual env, or you're doing a user install, or there's all sorts of weird things that could be happening. I installed it with Python. Yeah, what command did you run? That's the important part, is what command did you run? 151, 151. Python 3-m pip install babi. What does pip freeze tell you? And where did it install it to? Virtual env, or the system, or a user install? It could be any of those three. I think the user installs are broken, because user installs are just kind of shitty anyway. Should I not pip install babi globally? I usually recommend putting it in a virtual env. It will probably work globally. I don't know though, because I don't use it that way. I only use it in virtual environments. Oh, I probably should have added some syntax here. Source CPP. It's got that bug there. Virtual env is the only correct answer. Yeah, there you go. Poetry is actually quite nice. Yeah, poetry's fine. Isn't it like if I install babi in a virtual env, I'll have to install it every time I make a new project? Yes and no. You could install it in a way that that virtual env prefixes your path, so it's always available. Or you symlink it into a bin directory. I realize that's not a choice on Windows though. But yeah, I think it also works if you global install it. To be clear, on Windows. I don't know that it works on Linux for global installs, because Windows only has one prefix, so it shouldn't really matter. Are the virtual envs why you're always working in temp? No, I just stick things in temp because I don't want to remember to delete everything in my working directory, and these get blown away. Oh, we got a failure here. What? Oh, because it changed the list here. Oh, to do, the embedded one shouldn't hit first. Or CBB embedded macro. Sick. So how do you set up your config so babi is always there for you, even in new virtual environments? Because the other day I was thinking about this in the context of pre-commit. So what I have on my computer is I have a virtual env that sits in opt-venv, and it has some tools installed on it. So it has like, why is there a PyCache directory here? Weird. So I have like virtual env, I have node-env, I have flagate, I've got babi, I've got this thing, I've got pre-commit. I basically install all my tools in here. I got activator as well. And then inside my bin directory, I have a bunch of symlinks. And some of these point into the virtual environment. So you can see like babi is a symlink into ~opt-venv bin babi. And then I put that bin directory on my path. So that's how I do it. Isn't binding text editor to a virtual env kind of inefficient though? What do you mean? I think the idea is that babi gets its own VM irrespective of what VM you're actually working on. Yeah, that's how I set it up. Do you rebuild your Ubuntu VM every time you start up your machine? No. No. The VM stays, it's stateful. But if I blew all this away, I have scripts that would set this up. So I could blow it away if I wanted to. I don't, of course, don't need to, but. Okay, can merge that. Oh no, I have a V at the beginning of my version number. And you can see sometimes I do use that virtual environment that I was talking about. Oh shit, there's a lot of output there. Like I use that to build my wheels, for instance. Grab my API password. Boop. This is way complex for a 15-year-old brain to understand. I think you could figure it out. I think you could figure it out. Okay. Should be fixed now. I am working around file types precedents and babi grammars. That was not what I want to do. That's what I get for working on Macs all the time, is I have all the keyboard shortcuts fucked up. If you pip install babi grammars greater than or equal to 0.0.29 should have a fix for this. GitHub! Why can I only reopen and comment? What is this? Oh wait, now I can comment. Oh. If you're installing babi in a VM on Windows, you can always add the Vmscript directory to your path. Yeah, the problem is then you'll end up with the VM Python on your path. You get the whole virtual environment, so then if you accidentally run pip install, you'll fall into there, which is not the worst. That's actually how my former coworker sets up their environment. They just have a virtual env where they just dump stuff in, and it's always on their path, which is fine. That's a setup that works. It's not one that I would set it, but it certainly works. Cool. Well, that fixes this. Is another person confused about where to put the themes? This one's an annoying bug. This one's hard to implement. This one is tricky. I think Shaz is still was working on that. I don't know if he's still working on it. Virtualenv wrapper? Yeah, it's alright. I have a video about it. Explains virtualenv wrapper. That might be another solution. This is annoying. Big lots of changes. Personally, I'd install babi globally anyway, or even per user. Yeah, I mean, gonna use it globally, that seems fine. I just don't know if it works. How to change the path? Where does babi grammars get installed, Elamander? Because it's supposed to get installed in that place. And let's just do an install here. Just to fuck my shit up. Let's see what it does. Oh, it didn't end up with a shared directory. Oh, it did. Yeah, that looks fine. Scripts, heavy. Workspace, pre-commit, setup.py. Yeah, that worked fine. Oh, you poor soul. Yeah, you have the Windows Store Python. The Windows Store Python is hella cursed. Use the python.org installers. Don't use the Windows Store Python. The Windows Store Python is cursed. It's very, very, very cursed. Put things back to where they were. Uninstall babi grammars, CFFI, identify only guruma, CFFI, PyC parser, and Windows curses. They're really gonna make prompt me for every single one of these? It's so annoying. Cool. How do you remove it? I don't know. Open up the Windows Store and delete it. Moral of the story, don't use the Windows Store. Yeah, the Windows Store is shit. Update is fine. It's all the other stuff after that gets inflicted if you use Windows Store apps. Yeah. I mean, the idea behind Windows Store apps is fine. Like, the idea is that they sandbox applications into, their own isolated little place. And in theory, then they're more secure or whatever, but that isolation is pretty annoying when it breaks the normal ways that things work. And the Python, the Windows Store packaging of Python in particular, I think is really poorly done. Like the sys.prefix there is completely different than where it installed to, and that's just like super fucked. I didn't install from the Windows Store. That's where the Windows Store installs things. That's what that 37_QBZ thing is. That's Windows Store Python. I'm pretty sure you did. That's where it goes. Yeah, and that's why it says lowercase site packages as well. But anyway, I don't know that we really have enough time to work on another feature. So I think we're probably just gonna call it today. Unless, let me see if there's a... Yeah, no, I think we're just gonna call it there today. Is there a chance it's pre-installed by Lenovo? Maybe. How can I make pip stop trying older versions of the package if the build fails? There isn't a way, as far as I know. It's just really annoying. But anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna wrap us up for today. Let me do my little spiel, and then we'll send you off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to YouTube, and that is youtube.com/anthonywritescode, where I upload previous streams as well as educational content 3 times a week. I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon in Eastern Time. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony. So follow me there to get updates about what I'm going to work on. And I also announce on the Discord. SN1RP, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I also announce on the Discord, which is a cool place to hang out. There's a beginners channel if you want to ask any questions about programming. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of smart people that can help you out there. And also the puzzles channel, where I post somewhat frequent puzzles to hopefully get you to think about particular things and learn some stuff along the way. But yeah, come hang out with us in the Discord. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.